Guys, what's going on? Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Guys, I'm going to drop the link early, guys. Right? Here. Let's do that. Guys. How did this topic come up? I was watching It's Complicated, guys. And guys, hold on. Let me do this quick. I got to do some housekeeping real fast. Hold on, guys, as usual, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Got to do this real fast. Sorry. 1 second, guys. Do this. There we go. Let me share my screen. Yeah, guys, I was watching It's Complicated. Guys, if you guys haven't watched It's Complicated yet, go for it. He's one of the best channels there is, right? Let's see. Yeah, anyways. So, guys, who's here? Bogey, he says, easy. I don't even have to watch this one. Yeah. Spacious TMX, what's up, dude? 2000s guys here. He says, I never had country girls. Some city girls had a type, had a standard. I can't afford, yeah. Michael says, city girls are the worst. They're natural born 304s. Red Doors here. What's going on? Red Door says, some country girls are okay, but stay away from the damn barrel racers. What's a barrel racer? I don't know what that is. Rajai, what's up, dude? Oops. What's open? Rajai, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Solomon Grundy, what's up, man? DTM, yeah, dude. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. I have to get myself here, right? Oops, sorry.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Because, guys, I lied to you, okay? And, guys, I have to apologize. Colin, I have to apologize to you, man. Because, guys, I think I said in a couple of streams that you can take a chance on these girls that are from the country, like these Iowa and Wyoming kind of country bumpkins. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Uh-huh.
I guess they're a little bit safer than a straight up woke liberal coastal chick, but I have to say not by much. And guys, after watching a lot of the It's Complicated, guys, I have to say I apologize, guys. I retract that statement. I don't ever want to lead you guys astray. You know what I'm saying? But guys, a lot of these country chicks are just as feminists, just as we've talked about these TradCon feminists, but from this TradCon perspective. You guys will see, because we'll look at a couple of It's Complicated videos. All right. Let me see. Steve, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Right on, man. Oops. Where are we here?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Tall Starlight says, is Country 304 better than a City 304? Nope. Yeah. John Carlos here. What's up, man? Thomas Brown in Hawaii, man. Good to see you. Richard Brown, what's up, man? Douglas Edwards, what's going on? Good to see all you guys here, man. Good to see you. Walk, what's up, man? How you been? Let me see if I can find one. Guru. Have you guys seen this guy? Where's he at? Man, there's this guy called the Black Car Guru, and he's hilarious. He talks about cars, but his videos about the A10 Warthog are hilarious. Let me see. Where?
Imagine if somebody hired up from.
Where's this one about the here it is.
That's as big as a fucking vote. When the opposite fall out the hell away, let us know they've built Boy, this a bad motherfucker. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. When the opposition see this flying fucking tank with wings, they go, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't understanding how crazy this is. They built a plane around a gun that's as big as a fucking Volkswagen Beetle. Not only that, but the cockpit made out of titanium. So you can shoot any round you want at this motherfucker, and you're not finna get nowhere but piss them off. Why? Because the first thing you about to hear is like a newborn child taking a shit. No, y'all, no. It's about to like a wife that don't believe where you was at 4 a.m. No, motherfucker is a Glock switch with wings. I done said it before. Any gun that goes. That is a Glock switch. We familiar with the sound in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not hearing what I'm saying. America really are some gangsters because they come back and spin the block. If the first one don't hit you, the second one will, and they don't miss. See, they got y'all thinking in Call of Duty, if these depleted uranium rounds from this motherfucking gun hit you, you just gonna be sliding around on your ass till somebody revive you. That's a bullshit lie. There won't be none. You won't have an ass. Oh, the gun on this bitch is so powerful, so motherfucking destructive that they have to shoot it in short bursts because the fucking plane will fall out the sky. We ain't even talking about the missiles yet. Either them are Hellfire missiles. I don't know what the fuck type of missiles they is, but if the gun don't work, by some fucking chance, they spin the block and hit you with some missiles. They finna take you to Pound Town like Sexy Red. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the USS Wisconsin. Now, a lot of people in the Navy suggested that I talk about this particular ship because they thought I was giving the Air Force too much shine. Now, before we listen to what I'm telling y'all, when I'm telling y'all. When the opposition see this flying fucking tank graded model in, right? That's when you hope that they let's just say you want to annihilate any bit of hope that the opposition have for fucking with your boats ever again, right? That's when you call the A-10 Warhol. This thing has more holes than Janice Griffith. Hell no, bro. You getting hit with the biggest dildo at the goddamn sex shop, bro. You getting hit with an extended clip on a Red Bull can. That is a Samuel Adams beer bottle fortified to fuck you up with depleted uranium round. And then they gotta load this big bitch like a slot machine. There ain't no goddamn way.
God, this here it is. Hold on.
She wants to fuck around and find out 30mm cannon, AC-130 gunship, and they mean gunship quite fucking literally. There's a legal Glock switch on this motherfucking plane, aka a Gatling gun. There's a 40mm cannon and a 105mm howitzer. Why the fuck do we need a gun that's about as big as the largest dildo at the adult store in case the opposition wants to fuck around and find out in a timely manner? Bro, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. They gangster lean a plane sideways like it's the early 2000s and you listening to Mike Jones and Paul Wall tipping on fofos. So they are gangster leaning a plane to shoot hot and spicy dildos at you. It ain't clicking, is it? And this is the fucking round that they shoot out of the 105mm howitzer. He holding this bitch like he caught the biggest fish in the Mississippi River. He holding this bitch like a Heisman Trophy. He holding this bitch like a newborn 5-year-old.
Yeah, he talks about cars, but every now and then he brings up military stuff, and he is hilarious, man. He's hilarious. But yeah, he talks about
up for like 3 years.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man.
Yeah, I like how he talks about the one ship where it has to like fill the one side of it with water or whatever, so it can shoot the guns and not tip.
That's the ship right there. That's the ship right there. If it turns all the cannons,
man, I was in the thousands, and they see the North Koreans. Talk about this particular ship because they thought I was giving the Air Force too much shine. Now, before we go any further, I am the black car guru, not the military guru, and this is all just a side mission. One day off the coast of North Korea, a group of Koreans with an artillery battery decided to fling a 155 or 152mm shell at this particular ship. Now, let's stop right there. You see, the USS Wisconsin and its crew are about as dangerous as a full-grown male African elephant during mating season. See, the North Koreans have officially just spun the wheel of fortune and won a lifetime supply of fuck around and find out. They cocked every motherfucking gun on this ship in the direction where the shell came from, like T.I.'s had in the early 2000s, and eliminated an entire direction. They couldn't find the motherfuckers who did it, so they eliminated the direction they were in. I'm just glad I wasn't on the receiving end of it, and that shit happened damn near 70 years ago. USS Wisconsin was like, the other ship's radio to them was like, hey, calm down, big dog, calm down. Temper. Now this bad motherfucker right here.
Oh yeah, he's funny, guys. You can find him on Facebook and on YouTube. All his car stuff is funny too. But he has a couple
used
of
to work at like a advanced auto or something like that, like a parts store. Like a mechanic. He quit that to start doing YouTube full time.
Yeah, he is hilarious. He knows a lot about cars, and I also like how he doesn't have like a preference because he craps on all cars, but then he supports all cars too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Walk he says a lot of stuff about modern car culture that you and I say too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
About how these dudes don't turn their own Clayton, what's up, dude? Sid, how's it going? Ken is here. Divine is here. Tim Hicks, what's up, man? Jeff Ramblin's here. Damon Dennis is here. Man, we got a lot. Sorry, officer, what's up, dude? Kelvin, how's it going, my friend? What is going on? Good to see you guys, man. Ooh. I think I missed some people. Poor man's here. Matt H. Guys, Tuesday. So I'm gonna do two different Men's Mental Health Month lives, but Tuesday is going to be the first one, guys. So, guys, we're going to talk about men's mental health because this is Men's Mental Health Month, not friggin' LDHCTV month, right? So I haven't touched on it yet. So, guys, I want to have a large panel. So that'll be Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So we'll do that. Captain Palsy, what's up, dude? Conrad, what's up, man? So, guys, Giancarlo, Colin, how's it going, guys?
Good. Pretty good. Good. No, I got a funny story, man. I got a funny story. So I got a motorcycle, right? I ride with two Pookies, right? And so of course a B-dub. They found we invited another dude. He brought a B-dub. I was like, God. Right. Anyways, I'm not paying attention to her. And of course she's trying to show off, and she's trying to boss her. Right. None of them know where I'm going. I play in the rap. They listen to one of the Pookies and follow one of the Pookies. I'm like, oh well.
Hey, Can you come closer to your microphone because for some reason you're kind of garbled today. So if you can either come closer or use some headphones or whatever, guys, because I'm clipping the lives now, so I want to make sure that I have the best audio as possible. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're either using headphones or because speakerphone, guys, oftentimes it'll try and be a microphone and the speakers at the same time, and it just doesn't work. So, but I'm gonna drop off and come back up, AJ. No. You sound great now. You sound good now. Hello.
Okay, hold on.
Walk. You sound just fine.
Test. Yeah, I can hardly hear you guys though. So, I can hardly hear you guys on my end. So let me drop out and come right back in.
Okay. So guys, Colin, man. Giancarlo, guys in the chat, what are country girls, right? To you guys, what is a country girl? Guys, here, what did you think a country girl was as before the red pill? And now, guys, what do you think they are now?
Well, before I was, used to think that they were living on the family farm, actually pitching in. They're actually in good shape and just a wild demon in the sack, right? And the city girls, of course, when I was still a young man, I mean, not even a legal adult yet, I already started seeing all the females starting to become these big fat pigs.
Yeah.
Attitude. Now the city girls, they're all like, 250, 300 pounds. They dye their armpit hair blue.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, and the country girls now, unfortunately, most of them, they're, okay, maybe they don't have the blue armpit hair, but they're all getting big old fat and nasty too.
But I would even say the ones that are thin. Guys, see, okay, because we're already in the discussion. Guys, let me know if you think that kind of country girls are more dangerous in the same way that college educated white chicks are more dangerous than B-dubs. See, because because the college educated upper middle class white chicks, they can kind of maybe reel you in by fooling you for a little bit. They can be chameleons, right? Country girls can be chameleons. Country girls, they'll like a guy who's masculine and say all the right words, right? But then they start doing the same feminist thing. A man needs to this, a man needs to that, a man needs to this. And the guys drop one in the chat if you agree. The moment the woman says a man needs to do anything, she is a feminist.
Yeah. Yep.
Keep going.
They say the same.
Yeah.
No, I think I made my point.
Yeah. Walk. What about you, man? What did you think Country Girl was before the red pill and then after? And guys, I'm gonna make a
before you know they had this.
Hold on. Who is worse? Right. So guys, in the chat, there's gonna be a poll, and we're gonna keep this going the entire time. The Country Girl. Wait, who is worse for men? Country girls, city girls. Sorry, Walk. Keep going, buddy.
Yeah. I think it's the country girls, because at least with the city girls, you know what you're getting into, right? But the country girls, they try to lure you in with that southern drawl, and then they act all sweet and innocent, and it takes you a minute to realize that they're the same bit abroad as a city girl, you know.
You know what, guys? Sorry. You know what, guys? We had to break some news first. Here, sorry, guys. I have 3 co-hosts. But guys, sorry, guys. We had to break some news. Hold on. That never gets all. Let's go, guys. First of all, guys, I have a 3NN news I'm dropping, and it was like in Utah, and there was nothing but dimes that were the news anchors. Obviously, it's not here because look at that. Look at Humpty Dumpty right here.
It's an insult to call her Humpty Dumpty because I don't know any wall that can support all that.
Straight up. Look at this.
All that breaking news. The woman who caused a fiery crash, killing 4 people, including her 3 children, will likely spend the rest of her life in prison.
Damn.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Waverly Monroe. Rachel Bickerstaff went before a judge to learn her fate today. KETV News Watch 7's Mary Wrigley was in court, and she joins us live. Mary?
Waverly, Judge Molly Keene says it's difficult to imagine a case with worse facts, and she judged this case based on those facts. The state says the crash wasn't just one mistake. It was a series of conscious choices. She was driving 5.5 times faster than the speed limit with a blood alcohol content of nearly 3 times the legal limit. 4 people died, including Bickerstaff's 3 children. They say this case has been traumatic and haunting for first responders and asked for the maximum sentence for each life lost.
Damn.
Drunk driving is very much intentional. And while the defendant may not have intended this outcome, these are the natural consequences of that very intentional choice she made. She was the one drinking alcohol that night, the only one behind the wheel, and with her foot on the gas pedal.
Look at that, guys.
Bickerstaff's defense says she had a chaotic childhood, ended up in...
5.5 times the speed limit. How fast was she going?
She had to be doing like 130 and like a 25 or a 30.
That's what I'm saying. She had to be doing a 130 to 140 in a 25-mile-an-hour zone.
That's crazy, man.
How she survived that?
Because the drunk moron always survives, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, the drunk always survives.
Both cars were, obliterated.
Well, Giancarlo, they actually say that because you're drunk, you're like relaxed, I think, and that's part of it too. And plus, guys, all cars are actually made to protect the driver more than anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way that is. But I think that it's a number of things. Is that she was able, like relaxed, so because the alcohol, and then B, she was driving. So sad, isn't it?
Foster care and started drinking and doing drugs at age 12. They say she's never had good role models in her life.
Excuses.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on. Oh, they're trying to increase the sympathy, guys. We know what we want to increase.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I'm finna increase is my motherfucking fist across your goddamn face. That's what the fuck. That's what's about to get increased.
But look what it takes for them to get life in prison. Look at how many lives they have to take just to get the same sentence as a man would want.
Exactly. Yep.
And asked for a minimum sentence of 10 to 15 years so she can get the help she needs. Bickerstaff also shared her own experience. She says she's constantly trying to overcome what she calls the excruciating images of the crash.
The hurt and pain I caused, I wish I could take it back. Without doubt, I would trade my life for all 4 lives lost.
Judge Keene gave Bickerstaff a minimum sentence of 140 years in prison with parole after 70 years. Douglas County Attorney Don.
Guys, what do you think of that punishment? Rate it A, B, C, D, or F. Guys,
D, because if she really wanted to punish her, she'd have made her sit in prison. She would have made a sentence to spend her natural life behind bars like a man.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. No possibility of parole. Yep.
Because you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Like a couple years from now, she's going to get some sympathetic attorney or one of these what do you call them?
Innocence projects,
or the Innocence Project, one of them, and they're going to appeal it, and they're going to reduce her sentence, and she's going to be out.
You guys know the argument that they're going to make, right?
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
Clayton says snowboarders checking on Bianca for us. Guys, he's got to collect calls from the jail. All right, guys, we'll get back to the kind of country girls thing here in a little bit. But guys, this next case, guys, I'm gonna do a live on Crazy Moms.
Live at the Douglas.
Guys, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this, guys. Guys, this chick deleted her kids and was having sex with her dog. Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Guys, I'm not lying either. Guys, if I'm lying, Lord, strike me down. This chick right here, she was a single mom of 3, deleted her kids and was banging her dog. Look at that. Oh, guys, look at.
That dog is learning some therapy.
Disgusting.
And these are the individuals that the courts say the kids are safer with.
Yeah. George says country girls are far more dangerous because men, they're tricked and thinking they're different. Yeah, and they have sent over it's facts. Facts. Hey, thanks for the membership, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, country girls get orbiters a whole lot easier than city girls.
Hold on, save it. We'll get back here in a second, but
very pleased that Lisa Snyder will never see the light of day, and she will spend the rest of her life in a jail where she belongs.
Just 60 miles.
Oh, this is AI. Hold on. But yeah, guys, hold on. Charged with sentencing.
And new this morning, a Berks County mother has been ordered to serve 2 consecutive life sentences for hanging her 2 young children. 41-year-old Lisa.
And then she tried to stage it like her 8-year-old did it. Like her 8-year-old deleted his sister who was 3 and then deleted himself. They were like, there's no way an 8-year-old can figure that, especially since her 8-year-old was, you know what I'm saying? There's no way. So this is not happening.
Snyder was convicted of first-degree murder, endangering the welfare of a child, and evidence tampering. 4-year-old Brindley and 8-year-old Connor were found hanging by a cable dog lead, which Snyder later admitted to buying in September of 2019.
Guys, yeah, but she was banging the dog, dude. Disgusting. Guys, yeah, I'll do a live on Crazy Moms maybe this week. You know what I'm saying? But guys, this is one of the craziest cases I've ever seen. Guys, I watch a lot of foolishness. George says his new meeting to doggy style. And she had some sicko boyfriend that she would send pictures to. Disgusting, right? Come on. Let me see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons.
Now walk. Sorry, I interrupted you with this. But what were you saying? You were saying about city girls and country. No, you were telling your story first about.
Okay. About story. So like it went right, and one of the guys, we reached out to, he brought along B Dub. Long story short, the two Pookies and the guy that brought the B Dub decided to follow the B Dub, who didn't know where the fuck she was going, and I'm like, okay, well, I gave you guys directions in chat. You can just meet me there. I'm not going to chase you down and tell you, that you took the wrong turn when all you had to do was follow me. Next thing you know, on the way back, of course, they're trying to show off for the B Dub again. They're speeding, right? I let them go. Like I'm cruising. I have nobody to go home to. It's a nice day out. I just want to ride my bike and stay out as much as possible. Long story short, they fly past state troopers at 105, and all three of them get tickets.
Oh, the B Dub had her own bike. Oh, I thought that's even worse.
Yeah,
only worse than a B Dub and an Altima is a B Dub on a street bike, right?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how she did it, but she managed to find me on Facebook, and she was like, "Oh man, it was a nice ride, but sucks I got the papers." I'm like, "Yeah, it sucks for you, not me." Now she's all worried about it because that's a big 105 and a 55. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Diesel, it was a Pitbull Husky mix. Tim Hicks says a dog better get tested. Let's go, man. Let's go. Scott, what's up, dude? Who did I miss? Larry, what's up, man? Diesel's here. What's up, man? Good to see you guys, man. Around. So a walk. I know it's been a little bit. What were you saying about country girls? You had said before the red pill, you thought that they were one thing, and after it was another thing. Sorry.
So country girls get orbiters easier than city girls because they have that southern drawl, and they're more chameleon, like you said. They appear nice and sweet and naive, more than city girls do. City girls can't fake it. They come off hard around the edges, whereas southern girls don't. But they're underneath all the drawl. They're the same bit. Chick.
That's true. Here on.
Okay, so we're on this little girls trip, and we decided that we are going to jump on this little TikTok trend. So, like, every country girl needs a city girl best friend. So we're going to say some words for you, and let's just see how different it is.
Guys, they're both overweight skanks, right? But that's it.
Okay, what's our first word? Our first word is creek. Creek. Like,
they're annoying. Sorry, guys, I can't. But they're here.
Would you rather date a city girl or a country girl? A country girl. That's an easy answer.
Why?
We'll just go with the morals of a country girl.
Yeah. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Seriously? You think that these Daisy Duke wearing skanks have any morals? Right? Look at that.
City girls, they like to get around a little too much, you know what I'm saying? Country girl for sure. I just feel like if I came home from work, she'd cook my meal, she'd rub my back, give me everything I need.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you believe, if you know in your heart of hearts, these dingleberries will get got. Right, guys?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They will get got. They will get got. And these are the types of guys to argue with you too. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna argue. No, man, what, Colin? You sound like you hate. You sound like you hate women, man. Because I like country girls. I'm telling you guys, you can't handle the truth. That's all you got to tell them.
Yeah, country boys are the blue pill equivalent to like the Pookies.
Guys, country boys are basically Forrest Gumps. All they are. Because guys, their whole like tradcon religious mindset just makes them so stupid when it comes to women. Guys, can you think of any group of men, guys, that have more of a blind spot for women than these country boy tradcons? You know what I'm saying? Even like the blue pill betas, I would say, have more boundaries than these soy boy country bumpkin dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't ever believe that a woman could ever do anything wrong ever. They think that if they just keep giving and giving and giving and giving and doing what God told me to do, man, right? They're cooked.
Honestly, I would have to say a city girl. You'd have more fun. I like a mix. I need her to be a little city and a little country.
What kind of female answer is that? Guys, any guy that can't give you a definitive answer is a female.
Definitely say country girl. I mean, they don't expect as much from you, and they're just.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
What universe are these knuckleheads in, right? Look at that. Vintage says, my friend, he's dating a farm girl. She has 7 brothers, and they brought out all their guns. They scared the hell out of them, but still married her. Yeah.
Just more grateful.
Let's see. Hold on.
I call the police. They're going to be here in 10 minutes.
Okay. Then that leave me 9 to beat the hell out of you.
Why do they think they're funny, guys? Why?
There is a big difference between country girls and city girls, and I'm going to tell you a few, speaking from my own country perspective. I grew up in Gunnedah, New South Wales, Australia, and one of my besties grew up in Sydney. I still feel awkward in a bathing suit, swimsuit, bikini, whatever you call it, because country kids throw on old clothes, old baggy top and some shorts, and go swimming in the river. It wasn't about looks. It was about having fun, getting down dirty. Country kids learn how to drive before city kids.
George Cassandra says, read the comments on Hannah Baron's videos if you want to see some cringe from the betas. Hashtag couple nuts and go. Guys, who is Hannah Baron? Who?
Yeah, I've never heard of her.
Who is this?
Hannah Barron?
Hannah Barron. Who is this person? Let's see.
I decided to try to embrace my feminine side today.
Oh, she shoots guns?
Oh, God. I can just imagine. I can just imagine the cucks with the MAGA hats.
Hold on.
All right, Rutch.
Yep.
Something's happening.
Oh, there's something happening.
So she's just a 304 with an accent. That's all she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are guys just that big of simps? Building catfish boxes with Hannah Baron.
Yeah.
Wraps you around her. We both lost our dog. Her eggs.
Yeah, you got a cat.
Look at all these.
Now tell me that's not feminine.
Look at all these simps.
What country girls used to do, they used to sit at home and wait for you to bring the fish to them to cook. Now they think being feminine is being out there fishing with the guys.
Hold on, guys. Let me do this one. Playlist. Look at these simps. I mean, she's decent looking. You know what I'm saying? But like, what is going on? What is going on? You know what, guys? You guys know who the MMA guru is?
No.
So he's my favorite MMA YouTuber. He's hilarious, right, guys? He literally has like he says everything that all of us guys think about, pretty much everything. He's hilarious. He's an English guy, right? He made the best point because there are a couple decent chicks in MMA, you know what I'm saying, that are cute. But guys, he said that a lot of chicks. Hold on, sorry, George, because thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate that.
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
So he made a point where he said, hold on, that there are some hot chicks in MMA, right? Like what's her name? Right? So Natalia Silva, she's hot, right? She has cakes. She smiles a lot. She's hot, right?
Yeah.
But then there are a bunch of chicks that are just mid, right? Like mid. So like Pollyanna, Viviana. And what happens is that they're just decent chicks that are in decent shape that get into something that's predominantly male and have a whole bunch of thirsty dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, Ronda Rousey was mid.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey was mid. Hold on, Ronda. So yeah, so even at her, and you know, I mean, guys, I wouldn't kick her out of bed. Obviously, I give her the good old patented, you know what I'm saying?
Who is this guy? I don't know.
I tell her my name is Watt 434. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. Misha Tate was always prettier than Ron. Misha Tate's an actual like pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? She's actually pretty. But and then like Valentina Shevchenko, she's a pretty woman too. Where's
Yeah, there's one Brazil. Who's that one Brazilian with the big ass? She's
hold on. Norma Dumont, dude, have you seen the cakes on this?
Yes.
Norma Dumont. They should just call her Norma Cakes, dude. Look at those. Dude,
yeah, look at the thighs.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. Look at the cakes, man.
Yo, you got you. Dude, people just call her Norma Cakes, dude. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but there's a bunch of like chicks that are actually mid. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is that they're fighters, so they're in decent shape. So all these dudes are all thirsting after them, and then they just use their Karate Hottie's cute too. She's always been pretty, you know. But yeah, so they're just mid, like this Pollyanna Viviana, and then this chick. What's this chick's name? Island Perez. This chick is not cute, but like all these dudes lust after this chick because she thinks she's hot and she has a friggin' OF page, right? Because this is what happens. This is what a lot of chicks back in the day can still get married. It's because they were thin, guys. A decent right now we're in a time where an in shape chick is automatically like a 6. You know what I'm saying? Automatically because she's in shape. Because the average chick is friggin' 490 pounds now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Someone has said Amanda He-Boss. Yeah. Amanda He-Boss. Yeah. Her sister's hot too. But she has this like totally bubbly personality too. She's cute. And then, of course, here you go. Ms. Cakes herself. Mackenzie Dern. Let's go.
Yeah.
Have you seen the cakes on this chick? This chick.
You know what I'm trying to see?
I don't know how she makes weight, dude. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, what were you saying?
Yeah, she leaves her ass at home. But I'm starting to see an uptick of fat Asian chicks, man.
Yeah,
it's like if you can look at it's so bad now that you can look at Asian chicks and tell if they're if they've been Americanized or if they just like they're fresh off the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Ukrainian. Here, guys. Ukrainian women's UFC fighter. What's the chick's name? Okay, Marina Moroz. Mid AF, dude. That's her name. Marina Moroz. She is like the definition of mid, right? You know what I'm saying? But all these guys are thirsting after this chick. It's crazy. She's been in like magazines, and I just don't get it. I don't.
And if you go to her country, she's like a 3 compared to all the other women.
Do you see? Dude, but she's in shape and she fights. So a lot of these girls just get into this to actually get their like modeling / OF career going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, don't let the anyways, but yeah.
I was driving a car when I wasn't meant to be driving a car. My best friend that lived in the city, she still couldn't drive a car at the age of 20.
The thing is, they're all 304s, right?
Yeah. It's just like we said. how the track cons and the films, like you can't tell any of them apart anymore because they all got the same stupid tattoos, they all got the same stupid facial piercings, and they all drink, get drunk and have the same, self-destructive behavior.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. Uh-oh.
Now, I know I might make some of these women up in here on my TikTok a little mad this morning, but that's all right. Fellas, this one is for you. If you want your good old woman that gonna bring something to the table, you might want to marry your country gal. Cause we know how to hunt, cut grass, change a tire, grow a garden, knit you some bread from flour, and we know how to clean our house and raise our children.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Come on, dude. Come on. I mean, guys, you don't actually believe this, do you?
And show them how to cut grass and knit bread and hang the clothes on the clothesline. And y'all can break them if you want to, because we know how to fix them. And you can hang them out any damn way. And fellas, when you
There you go, John Carlo.
That country
yeah. This is your ticket to the U.S., buddy.
They're not that expensive. I refuse to get married.
There's a pathway to citizenship.
He said it's not worth it. Ivan, what's up, dude?
Dude, I prefer to pay 15 grand for the sponsorship and work in a factory in the South.
John Carlos said he's better off with the Coyotes.
Yeah.
And to get him in.
I said sponsorship, from U.S. companies.
Oh, no.
Gonna ride that thing like a brokeback mountain horse. Little house on the prairie style. Now, I know there's some people out there that's gonna say you can say the same thing for them city boys. Excuse me. One thing us country gals know how to teach our city boys what to do. But I've been around plenty of city women, and a lot of city women, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean their house. They straighten their house up, but they don't know how to clean their house, meaning clean the baseboards and wash the dish drainer. And the only lawnmower city children know how to operate.
George says, "Can I pick the bear?"
Is in the poppet one that you get from Fisher Price. Now I ain't gonna say because I don't like to.
I can't, guys. And she's smoking too. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that nice jailhouse tattoo.
Whoa.
So sexy. Oh, Jesus.
Look. See? When you're a country girl, guys, what do you notice in her nose? What do you notice in her nose? Right?
Yep. Bull ring.
Jesus Christ.
I like good old-fashioned country music, something with a beat. I like a tall, lean man with Nikes on his feet.
All right, guys, she said that. Guys, what do you think her husband looks like?
I want to say,
come on now,
just like her with a beard.
No.
No, AJ. No, we're down bad.
Guys, put it ain't me. 2,000 guys. No way. I am not Nug, dude. I don't think so. Guys, Nug knows no bounds.
Hey, AJ, guys, do you know what us white guys call these big fatties that only do the quote-unquote brothers?
Here, code it, but don't say it, because I know them all, but...
No, it doesn't need to be coded. We call them mud sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call them mud sharks.
Oh, okay, all right.
Or coal burners.
Yeah.
Guys, on it. Hey, I'm gonna do a live stream where we listen to the whole Tom Likas episode, where he was like, "Hey, white guys, would you ever be with a white chick who's been with a black guy?" Yo, all these white dudes calling, they're like, "Hell no."
Dude,
it is the most honest hour of radio I've ever heard in my life.
It's so funny that you mentioned that, because I saw a Facebook post earlier that said the same exact thing, and oh my God, the comments were hilarious.
Yeah.
The comments were absolutely hilarious.
Guys, I don't care if that's how dudes want to be. I don't care, man. Who cares? You can. I'm I'm sorry, guys. I
like
can't,
good-old-fashioned country
guys. I can't. But yeah, so guys, we'll do one more and then we'll go to this video. But yeah, guys. So country girls. Let's look at the sorry, guys.
Let's not forget. Remember, Daisy Dukes from the Dukes of Hazzard. She was just a bunch of 304 as all the other women that were in the TV show.
It's true. It's true. We're gonna go here. I have to go to my. Hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I gotta go right here. Let's look. So, guys, I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. So we have 77% says city girls are worse. And guys, I dropped the link. Guys, anyone who wants to come on up and plead their case. Guys, we are at 77% of the vote is city girls. Guys, why? Tell me why, guys. Tell me why. So I know this live has been kind of all over the place, but that's how we roll. You know? But guys, Colin, Giancarlo, walk. Okay. We need to speculate on why the chat would vote for city girls. Like, okay, here. Let me answer my own questions. When I was blue-pilled, right, I thought that country girls were more conservative. They were more religious. They were more about, like, wanting to start a family earlier, so you really couldn't, like, bang them because they wanted to get married. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, well, I want to stick with these girls from like Seattle and not where Enumclaw, right? Right, Colin? Not Central Washington or Eastern Washington, because they don't put out and they don't this and they don't that and blah, 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 right? But guys, once you take the red pill, here's the thing. I think just like we had said earlier, the country girls are more dangerous because they could reel you in with the, hey, y'all, how you doing? They'll put a hot dog on a plate just enough to get the ring. They still have that old school white girl play the long game to get you type mentality. You know what I'm saying? Girls like B-dubs. Huh?
I think I might know why. With the country girls, I think this kind of boils down to baby deletion. The country girl, she's gonna have the 5, 6, 7 little bastard baby put you on, right? Whereas these broads from Seattle and stuff, dude, they can't run to get a baby deletion fast enough.
Max, hey, but at the same time, Colin, you're from Washington State. Have you ever been to Bremerton? I know you were in the military. You were in the Navy. Guys, Washington State is a total catch-22 because it's one of the baby deletion capitals, but it's also the single mother capital of the United States.
Really?
Right? Oh yeah. Even back in the 2000s, before I left,
more than Atlanta.
Oh, dude, yes. It is the white woman single mother capital of the world.
Wow.
There are more single moms in Washington State than almost anywhere else. Colin, please back me up here.
No, I believe you because I know 2 chicks from there, and yeah, they're both single mothers. But
oh, George Costanza's near Cle Elum. Ah, cool, man. Yeah. I grew up there. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy, guys. They just willy-nilly have bastard kids. It's crazy. It's like this accepted thing there. I've never seen, even when I was down in Texas, and you see like all these young Hispanic girls that'll have babies by friggin' Gerardo. You know what I'm saying? But they end up like, they get married young because they're Catholics. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I've never seen anything like it. In college, I would see all these girls getting pregnant being single moms. At my job, all these girls were pregnant and single moms. You know? Oh, Matt H is in Longview. Ugh. Diesel says, why city girls are worse, high body count. Yeah, but with city girls, you at least know. They'll at least tell you. You know, city girls don't see. So city girls feel no shame.
Well,
Country girls feel shame enough to lie to you.
Yeah. The city girls, usually in cities are so small that you know us guys, for bragging rights, we're gonna tell. So their name goes around. Whenever somebody knocks one of them down. So it's kind of hard for a city girl to hide it. The country girls, they do the same thing, except now I grew up in a country town. So what happened is all the girls would go to the next cities over and sleep with their dudes, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know it until we had like pep rally or we played their football team, and then you see some guy in a set be like, "Yo, I smashed her last week," like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah. The shoe. Once again, guys, the city girls, they have no shame. They have slut walks and all the stuff that they were doing. Guys, they will just out not tell you, You guys remember there was that one scene? You guys ever see that viral clip from that show with Adam Driver where he's with the blonde girl and she just straight up tells him she had a baby deletion? Remember that? And he was like, "Wait, what? Why didn't you tell me?" She was, "Well, I'm sure with the other girls, because how many girls have you had he gotten pregnant?" He's like, 0. And he's all mad, and they tried to make it seem like he was the bad guy when that scene totally backfired because it made her seem like a crazy person.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yep. So, hold on.
Finger down, country girl edition. Put a finger down if you love boots. Put a finger down if you've been told that you have an accent. Put a finger down if you own any horses. Put a finger down if you live near a barn. Put a finger down if you own any pigs. Put a finger down if you live in Texas. Put a finger down if you own a lot of flannels.
You're still a skank. Okay. Now, guys, here we go. Let's go here. Ugh.
My problem is I want to live in the country and the city at the same time. I want to have the land of the country where I could have a big old house on a big land with animals, like that one lady that started out with chickens and now has more animals.
No, George, it was a girl from what's the show with Donald Glover in it? I forget.
ATL.
No.
Oh, you talking about Parks and Recreation?
Yeah, no. Close is the other one. It's the girl that played Britta on that show. What is that stupid show called?
Okay, you talking about where you had the Indian dude, like it was his best friend?
Yeah.
Crap, I can't think of the name of that show now.
With that hot Allison Community. There it is. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, community.
Thanks, guys. Guys, hey, go watch Glow, the show Glow. Guys, this is a good show. Yes, it's about fit chicks wrestling, but it's a great show. And then you get to see Allison
I love
Breeze.
that show, man.
Allison Breeze tatas. That proves that the Lord works in mysterious ways. This is a great show, guys.
Dude, tell me when they made the welfare queen character that you didn't die laughing.
Yeah, this is actually based on a true story. So
I remember. I used to watch Glow back in the day. Yeah. It was actually pretty funny, man.
Yep. Peter Close says women are all the same. There's no difference. Look at that, man. He's coming in, throwing truth bombs, man. Let's go.
Shots fired.
Guys, Glow was a female wrestling show that was put on back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And this is a series that's like a documentary, but it's a TV show about how they made that. It's not a documentary, but it's a scripted show that explains how they did it. It's a pretty good show. And then Allison Breeze in it.
Yeah.
So.
And it explained why it went away so fast, because I actually liked it. I was wondering, like, what happened to it? And back then, they were actually like wrestling. They had good storylines, and they were funny, and not like the females today where they're just basically trying to sell sex. I mean, like watching female wrestlers today.
Yeah, and the one chick, she was the Russian chick.
Yeah, oh, that was hilarious, man.
Oh my God, it's stupid.
And then she fought the blonde chick with the real thick country accent for America. Yeah, it was hilarious, man.
That was great. Now, guys, here we go. So, guys, everyone needs to go over and subscribe to It's Complicated. He's one of the best low-key red pill channels there is because the way he asks questions, right? Dude, he's one of the best. If I would say, guys, he's in my top 3 favorite like red pill channels. But because he doesn't pass himself off as one, but the way that he makes people think and the questions he asks, it kind of he asks questions like such an innocent way, and then it makes him understand, like, oh yeah, I am an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is him at the Las Vegas like rodeo, right? Now all these chicks are supposed to be super cute, right? And guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the super chat button, guys. Thanks for all you guys that are hitting up the Cash App, man. I appreciate that. Let me see how many likes we have. We have 66 likes, guys. Hit the like button. Here we go, guys.
Do you think a man is less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
I do think so. Me and my roommates talk about it all the time, and that's one of the qualities we look for in a man, just to know that we can be safe and protected with them.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
No.
Anyone?
Love the double standard.
We're like
Love
16 seconds in. We're 16 seconds in, guys. 16 seconds in right here.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown World. Guys, I used to watch It's Complicated like all the time, but then he's so good, but these knuckleheads piss me off. I'd be like, why am I so angry all day today?
Yeah, I had to stop watching for that same reason.
But that shows how good he is, right? And the fact that he's out there in these streets of Las Vegas grinding, but I just have to turn it off. I'm like, these knuckleheads are so stupid, right?
I mean, I only watched one of his where he asked a B-Dub a question and like she was totally honest and came clean, and like women were just full of ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She was wearing purple or whatever, and then he had Kevin Samuels out there once. He had MTR.
Oh, he had Samuels?
Yeah.
Never seen that one. Wow.
Yeah. It was him and MTR were out there. So
why is there a difference?
Because I don't know how to cook a meal from scratch. So,
what if a man doesn't know how to change a tire?
well, I guess it's okay. But if a man wants a woman who can cook, then they shouldn't date me.
There you go. See?
What is a woman?
What is a woman? I think it's someone that is born female.
Someone who was born with female parts. To me, a woman is somebody that is beautiful inside and out, empowered, and inspires positive change in the world around her.
You stupid woman. Right there, guys. See, we are doing decent. But even then, with the tractors in the back and the cowboy hats, right? You still see the feminism, guys. And guys, I'm sorry to say it, but a chick who can't cook is useless. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
Yeah.
A woman who cannot cook is a one-legged man and an ass-kicking cunt. Guys, and I'm a hand to God say this. Guys, the ponytail patrol is more useful than a woman who can't cook. Let's go. Midnight Sun, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Roblox, what's up, man? Guys, once the baby is born, once a woman carries a child to term and the baby's born, what's the first thing that she's supposed to do?
Start feeding the baby.
Thank you very much. Nourishment. That is the number one thing other than carrying the baby and birthing it is nourishment. And that's why once you get a woman cooking, think about how important that is. Because I have friends of mine that are from Italy, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Romania, where they're always having family gatherings. That woman is putting together with her hands the nourishment that brings the whole community together. that feeds her children, her grandchildren, her husband, her uncles, her brothers. She's making that with her bare hands. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. And these modern women now cannot be bothered. They're demons, man. Demons. You know what I'm saying? And say, yeah, well, a guy still needs to pay for me even though I can't cook.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck you saying, but all I know, you ain't getting a motherfucking dime.
George says that if 304s didn't have double standards, then they wouldn't have any standards at all. Hashtag couple nuts and go. Hashtag garlic croutons. Hashtag support broski who dated a hostie. That's pretty funny, man. Thanks for the $4.99, man. I really appreciate that, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
If a woman is an adult human female, why wouldn't an adult human male be the definition of a man?
There you go.
Who says it's not a definition of a man?
That is the definition of a man, right?
No, because they're going to say a real man is XYZ, right, guys?
Yep.
Right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. And guys, I was going to try to find what a city girl is, because I think we all know what city girls are, right? I think I have some clips of like these woke chicks trying to friggin' protest and all these Palestinian protesters, because we all know what they are. You know what I mean?
What is the difference between a male and a man?
A male is someone who was born with male parts. Male is male is male is male. But to me, a man is somebody that is a protector, a provider, and makes you want to be that feminine woman for them.
Don't you hate when they say makes them be feminine? Like, imagine if we were just running around here like with our shirts tied up at the bottom, wearing Daisy Dukes and like putting barrettes in our hair, and we were just saying, as soon as the right woman comes along, I'll take this all off.
Imagine you were walking around in a white robe with baby oil like Diddy.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm just waiting for the right woman to come along and make me masculine.
Did you remember that episode of the Boondocks where he actually called that? You remember? They go in the thing and Riley's trying to punch the guys and they're all baby oiled up. Punches are sliding up.
Yeah. Like the episode with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry actually paid HBO to ban that episode.
Oh, dude, they were so mad. Yeah, that was the one too. Because, oh man,
a man is really someone who's like a developed masculine man.
See, guys? See? Feminism, right, guys? Right here.
Yep, see? Right there.
Who is like born.
I mean, she has the look of the beast in her eyes anyways. Look at this broad, dude. Look at this. She has those Michelle Bachmann eyes,
and like developed and grown in society like as a man.
Well, why are there more burdens placed on a man to begin with?
Because that's how God designed us.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Until white men stop simping, this country will always be screwed.
Yep. That's one of the biggest shifts that Top G has done, was say it's the white guy's fault because they're the only ones on earth that listen to their women. He did that podcast with that Bonnie Blue chick, and he was like, and they're like, well, Andrew, how do you feel that I've slept with 1,000 men? He's like, you're just feminism. You're just the embodiment of feminism. Hey, you made your choice. They thought he was gonna come after her. He was like, no, I'm glad you did it because you're showing exactly what feminism is right.
Yep.
And I saw that clip go viral on Facebook. There was people saying, I hate Top G, but you know what? He is right here because she is allowed to make her own choice. And and she looks like a clown. So
I come from a religious standpoint on it, so I think that girls are
more emotional, right? So our role is to nurture and be there, while men are supposed to be the providers and work.
I think that depends on who you talk to.
There you go. I mean, look at the nose ring, right? Come on. See, guys, these are the country girls now, right? These aren't the I'm Susie Q chicks.
And
Closet feminists, all of them.
All it takes for them to put on a stupid hat like that, or to put on some camouflage, and the country boys, they just blindly go after them.
True. Yep. It's true.
Because you could say that there's burdens placed on women also.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
What does masculinity look like if you're not religious,
She
traditional?
can get it though. I'm just saying. I mean, I would tell her my name is Colin, and yeah.
I mean, I'd show up to the. I'd show up to.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
I drive off on Walk's motorcycle so she can see the license plate.
My name is Mutt.
Walk, what were you saying, bud?
I said I'd show up to the dealership and take that mouth for a test drive.
Or conservative?
I feel that, like, if you're chivalrous, if you are a problem solver, for me as a woman, sometimes if I get overwhelmed, I just want my man to take over and be like, "Oh, thank God you helped me."
So basically, guys, are you the leader if that person? Okay. A person can only be led if they're willing to let you. I mean, a person is gonna. Okay, if you're in the military, you don't let the general lead you because you have no choice, right? You have to follow orders. These women want to be led when they want to be led, right? They want to be able to exercise their freedom or exercise their independence whenever. That's why they say men have to be smart enough or dumb enough to marry them and let them feel independent while they're in a marriage. That is a servant. What is it called? Andrew Wilson has a term for this. He said it's a servant something where that person seems like the servant, but they can pull rank over the leader at any time. If the private can just pull rank on the general when who's in charge, you know what I'm saying? The general has to take all the responsibility if everything fails, and the private can be like, oh well, he's the general, even though I'm the one giving the orders. That's not how it's supposed to work. Women who really, really want to be led, they don't give themselves that choice. They say, I'm going to do what my husband wants the family to do, so regardless of how I feel. George says, so women wants a guy to wear the pants, but they want to be able to pick out the pants beforehand. Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Yep.
And they want him to share the pants. They want to make sure that he buys the same size pants that they can fit, so that they can pull them off, put them on at any point in time.
Yeah. Guys, I did drop the StreamYard link. So guys, this is a call-in show. Anyone who's calling, guys, don't be shy. Just hit the StreamYard link. You know what I'm saying?
Or if I feel like a man is someone that can help me figure out problems or help me through my day if I'm ever feeling that I get stuck. So just someone that can help me a little bit.
Why are men defined by their role while women are defined by their existence?
I think women are also defined by their role. It depends.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah, maybe in 1930, 1940, right, guys? Not now. That's for damn sure.
Depends on who you ask. There's a lot of societal pressure, especially now in the day and age of social media. I myself often find comparing myself to others on social media. So
you do that to yourself, you dunderhead. Why don't you turn the social media off?
You stupid woman. So I think it goes both ways. It just depends on who you ask.
Stupid.
Women introduce them.
That's another thing too. It goes both ways. It depends, guys. Any chick who says those words all the time is a 304. You know what I'm saying?
Themselves to me,
guys. Once we hit 100 likes, guys, I'm gonna show you the stupidest woman I've ever seen. Okay. So
Oh,
guys,
real
make sure
quick.
to hit the like button, so
Have you been looking
reason?
at the few 50 videos on YouTube? They've been having some great ones with some B-dubs in it, man. Some great ones.
Yeah. We saw the whole Juneteenth special I did with all the B-dubs for Juneteenth. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy, Walk? All these knuckleheads are like, "Hey AJ, happy Juneteenth." I'm like, dude, I never even heard of Juneteenth until like 3 years ago. I used to live in Texas.
Yeah. So not to distract you from anything, but if you do not live in Texas, you should not be celebrating that day because that day was for Texans.
Yeah,
Because
and it
they
makes
were the
no
last ones
sense.
free.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude. Like, you don't see us going up to every single Chinese person, "Happy Chinese New Year, dude." You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Say hi and we'll talk about it. And then it's like, oh, are you a mom? Or what do you
Lenny, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see ya.
do for your job? And so it's like, what is your role? Not just merely existing. So I think we get a lot of that too.
Do you think that men get joy and gratitude out of serving women, even if women don't reciprocate?
Oh, I think it depends on the reason that they're doing it.
See, it depends. Absolutely insane, you absolute dunderhead.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
A lot of men that I meet in my life, and maybe it's like a demographic thing, but I think men get satisfaction by like serving a woman and like leading a woman, and it just really depends on how they're raised though.
So in other words, we just need to be pack mules, guys. We need pack mules for these broads to just whip us and beat the crap out of us. And we're just supposed to be there, pulling the plow, hauling stuff, and taking abuse.
Yeah, it makes us happy to worship women.
Yeah, please.
Shit.
No way.
Isn't that the definition of a simp?
See? She never considered, right? Yeah. Because even the country girls expect guys to simp because this feminism has creeped its way. Because guys, Carlo, so everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
I say this all the time. Let me know if you guys agree. Men are inherently selfless, okay? Guys, we will give each other the shirt off our back. We will run in front of a truck to push an old man out of the way. We will die to get work. We'll risk our lives to feed our families, protect, and keep society going. Women inherently are selfish. And here's the thing, guys. Naturally, they have to be, because they have to survive in order to be able to actually be around to give birth to more children, right? Now, only through religion, the societal norms, and shame have women been programmed to be selfless. You know what I'm saying? That 1930s, 40s, 50s wife, right? That was a religion thing, a societal thing, right? But now that's gone. That's gone. Society has removed every single religious and societal obligation and norm that has made them think of anyone else but themselves.
Yep.
That's why we have the most selfish, self-centered, narcissistic, dunderheaded, loudmouth, knuckleheaded, feminist group of women that have ever lived.
Yeah. And there's absolutely not even the law holds them accountable.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Nope. You are correct.
You're right. I mean, the definition of a simp is like really like serving, like bowing down to your wife. But I think like masculinity, it goes both ways. However, like it still goes both ways. Like women can still serve men as well. But I think like a masculine man is comfortable in his own skin to lead a woman.
What do you guys think she thinks she just said? Other
I
than
have no idea what she thinks she just said. I think she just said a masculine man feels comfortable being a simp.
Guys, how are these chicks like natural English speakers and yet they're so bad at speaking English?
talk. They just open their mouth to let words out, and they have no idea what they mean.
Let's see.
Isn't that the definition of a simp?
Maybe, but we like simps.
Oh, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Does anyone believe that?
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
believe that?
no.
Oh, guys, Matt
no.
H said go to watch. Yeah, guys, it's crazy.
Yes.
Guys, Eddie Murphy in the 80s, I would put my top 5 like funniest comedians of all time, because we had talked about this Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy in the 80s, Bill Burr, and then who would be number 5?
I always like Rodney Dangerfield for one-liners.
Yeah,
His one-liners were hilarious.
Who
I
else?
like Rob Williams too. Rob Williams pretty funny, but
yeah, his stand-up was funny too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would say Norm Macdonald, man.
Yeah, Norm
Guys,
Macdonald's
Norm
pretty funny.
Macdonald, dude, he is so hilarious. He was so like before his time. He was so funny, dude. Like that, and even jokes that like didn't land. You know what I'm saying? You watch them like 3 years later. It's like, oh, that's why. Like, because he was seeing into the future. You know what I'm saying? So, Adrian the Great was what's up, dude? Like, guys, look at this old dried up broad right here, right? Look at this.
I don't know what a simp is.
Look at this.
And to lead.
Maybe, but we like simps.
Well, I don't know what a simp is.
Would men still serve women if they knew they would never get that reciprocation?
Would they steal or should they steal?
What do you think?
A pot smoking slut.
AJ.
Yeah.
She looks like Miss Ballbreaker from Porky's.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
Well, they should steal.
They should steal, man. They should still be simps and bow down on their knees and do whatever we tell them to, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, George, dude. It was the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Everyone got married over and over and over again back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Guys, back in the like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you just got married. That's how it
was
worked.
just a thing
You know
to
what I'm saying?
do. Yeah.
It was just a thing to do. Yeah. You could freaking knucklehead damn, who was the Publishers Clearinghouse guy?
You Ed McMahon?
Yeah, he got boned in his first marriage. He got married again. Look at super simp Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Getting married again. He got cooked. And he's getting married again to some old broad with bastard kids. That's proof, guys. That
Look at what's his name? Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
He married a B-dub that was his waitress, and she was in her 40s and a single mother.
That ruined his whole life.
Yes. And now she's the reason why he's got to do like these D-list movies now.
Yeah. So
These made for cable movies.
Hold on. Yeah. So like, he has to do these B movies because now he's broke because of her. Carlos, what's up, dude?
Oh, I think so.
Do you believe it's a man's duty to respect a woman regardless of how she treats him in return?
Yes, I think that's
what happened.
For women, if they would
get a little crazy ass.
Turn.
Well, I mean, unless you're beating his ass, then probably not. But if you just drink a little too much and get a little crazy, there's no reason he should be mad at you because you're just having fun.
There it goes. Trust me. Tell that is a city girl.
Hey, Walk, she's all yours, buddy.
Yeah. well, since you had the last one, I guess I'll take this one.
And he needs to get a better personality.
Would men still serve women if they knew they would never get that reciprocation?
No.
Do you believe it's a man's duty to respect a woman regardless of how she treats him in return?
No, I wouldn't do that based on gender. I think that respect is earned regardless of your gender.
And guys, that's one of the biggest things that I hope that you guys really kind of understand. Guys, respect is earned. I don't respect any gender, any religion, any race, just automatically, guys. You know what I'm saying? Guys, respect is earned. Now, you can give people common courtesy, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But guys,
yeah, a lot of people can't distinguish the two, though. They can't distinguish common courtesy and respect. You know, everybody is owed common courtesy, but respect is earned.
That's true. Yep.
How can a man respect women without losing self-respect in the process?
I don't think you lose respect by respecting women. I think a man that respects a woman is more respectable.
What is the difference between a show horse and a plow horse?
Well, a show horse is like me.
Show horse can be a performance horse. Plow horse is like a working ranch farm horse.
Why does being physically strong...
Look at this chick's got horse teeth. Look at this chick on the right, guys. John Carlo, I'm telling you, dude, any one of these chicks can get you into America. John Carlo, she's your queen to be. To quench your royal fire, your queen to be.
Come on, man.
And men the role of a plow horse, while women are show horses on display.
Yo, someone says the chick on the left looks like Corey Feldman. Yeah, look at that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look at that.
Women are supposed to be praised and beautiful, and men are supposed to bring home the money.
There it is, guys. Guys, who wants a country girl still? You guys still think that the city girls are worse? Right? Because here's the thing, guys. Walk, you're from the South, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you've been to Nash Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, how many freaking chicks just like this did you plow?
That is all
in the
that's
hotel
there.
room?
That is all that is there. Chicks look just like that right there.
Guys, if you want to smash some country bumpkins, guys, I'm telling you, these whores, they leave their morals at the airport. They leave their morals at the city limits, guys. I'm
All
dead
it takes is
ass.
a couple shots of Jack.
Yeah. And they're up on the friggin' bar like Coyote Ugly, dude. Straight up, man.
A show horse is designed to be beautiful and pretty. A plow horse is a stockier build. That's where you're going to run into your drafts. They're comfortable.
Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button for membership. Hit the super chat button. Appreciate that.
Well, they're fun.
Guys, you know what? That's actually, look, hopefully I'll hit 16K either this week or next week, guys. So, guys, thanks for all your support, man. You know what I'm saying, guys? The channel's growing. It's growing good. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing good things over here. You know what I'm saying? And guys, it is cool. Like, I am trying to make more of an effort to actually reach out to other creators. So like Lock the Bounty Hunter and all of them, to have them on also. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's like a lot of up and coming guys that are like 15 to like 30,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? We're all like the new crop of dudes coming up, you know? So
fun. They're cool little gentle giants, but at the end of the day, their job is to pull and push heavy objects. So they're going to have a bigger frame.
Why does being physically stronger assign men the role of a plow horse while women are show horses on display?
I don't think that women are show horses on display. I do like
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
the idea of a man being a plow horse. I think that's quite funny. But women can be strong too. As a matter of fact, I lift 3 days a week at least, and it comes in handy working on a
There you go.
ranch. You have to
There
be
you go.
there you go, guys. So, guys, in other words, we all know what she's saying.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Look at that. TTU says bunch of punchable trad cons. fucking
able to do things yourself as well. And I don't think it makes a man a workhorse, but I've seen some pretty guys too. So men can be show horses too, I suppose.
Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever heard a woman say? Right? And guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Once we hit 100 likes, guys, I will show you the dumbest woman I've ever seen. Guys, we see a lot on different podcasts, but guys, I will show you straight up the stupidest woman I've ever seen in my entire life, guys. Let me make sure that I have the clip. Hold on. Let me make sure. Where was it? Yeah, I have it, guys. Make sure to hit the like button, guys, because oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Does society shame men more for being strong and masculine, or does it shame men more for being weak?
It shames men more for being weak.
Definitely weak.
Yeah. Weak.
Why do you feel that way?
I think we prefer stronger men. I don't know.
Why do people think that if you're not this macho alpha male, that means you want to put on a dress and wear makeup?
I personally don't think that. I think other people might think that because...
Now, you guys see what she did? You see what she did?
Oh, yeah, with her hair? Yeah.
No. Nope. He asked her the question. So why do
she moved the goalpost. Yeah, she moved the goalpost.
She made it about herself.
Yeah, she moved the goalpost.
I personally don't do it. He didn't ask what you did, you dunderhead. He's having a general fucking conversation. Oh, this is making me swear, guys.
That's what they always do. Whenever you ask them a question, they always compartmentalize it to them. And if it doesn't apply to them, then it magically doesn't exist or doesn't happen. Or if it's not their friends, in my circle of friends, I've never seen that. Your circle of friends aren't the only women on this planet,
Yeah, and they're all 304s too. This would be like these Mormon chicks that get guys. Washington State, where I used to live, there was a lot of Mormons. So I have friends from high school where they met their now wife in high school, and they've been married ever since. I know a guy. I knew him and his wife since sophomore year of high school. They've been married ever since. They have 5 kids. She was a virgin. They got married. Right? They're so if she were to say, well, me and my friends, you and your friends are all Mormons from this small little area. You're nothing like the rest of these chicks. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, but they always have to compartmentalize to them.
Always.
There's this air of toughness that represents toughness, and that you somehow have to be more resilient that way.
Society really, really pushes men to be extremely macho. And that's not necessarily, it can also be in a toxic way.
There it is. You see that? I thought she's supposed to be a country girl, right, guys? She basically said toxic masculinity, right? Mm-hmm. If these chicks were actually country girls who were out there on the farm, then they would know that what she said is not true. Guys got to get up, go to work the farm, shoot the coyotes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. When he comes home, put a beer and a freaking steak on the table and shut up. All throughout most of it. Huh? You want?
Yeah, these broads don't look like they even work in a farm. They have some expensive clothing. I mean, they're just the trophy wives or the ranch owners, probably.
Well, no, all these chicks, they're these chicks that they probably grew up in the country, and then they went to some college to major in animal husbandry or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or veterinary science or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with a minor in liberal studies, liberal gender studies, or something like that.
With a minor in professor blowing.
Yeah.
You don't see workloads.
Pitmaster, what's going on, man? How you been, man? Speaking of longtime supporter of the channel, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Long time no see. Steve25, what's up, man? Roderick, what's going on, my friend? Guys, make sure to hit the StreamYard button for anyone who wants to call in, guys. You know what I'm saying? So
some of the ones I know are very scrawny, short guys that don't look very hyper masculine.
They can still whoop your ass.
Some of them are very pretty too. Some of them aren't. But
where's she meeting all these pretty dudes. Is she like a country girl from San Francisco?
They're hyper masculine in the sense that they are the provider. They care about their woman and their wife.
See, guys, that's once again, she's trying to say that he's a masculine guy because they're defining a man by what he can do for a woman and not what he does for society. That's why the whole Kevin Samuels high value thing, these women can't understand what that means. Because men determine what men's value is, and men determine what women's value is. You guys agree? Because let me know. I will put a one of it.
Definitely agree. Yeah.
If you agree. A man is not high value unless other men say he's valuable. Okay? You can say you are all you want, but if you're not useful to the group and men don't think you're valuable, and guys, a woman is not valuable unless a man wants her. That's it. Men determine the value of every single thing on this earth. If all the men had decided that diamonds aren't worth anything, guess what? The diamonds aren't worth anything. If all men stopped buying Maseratis or Ferraris, they aren't worth anything. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
And that's what pisses me off so much about lawmakers. It's like, men are the ones who decide the value of anything because we're the ones who have to foot the bill for it. So why are you investing so much in these liabilities called women?
Yep. Guys, make sure in the chat, guys, no swearing. Encode your language, guys, please. I saw that some of the mods have to kind of lay the smack down. But guys, please, no F-bombs, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Guys, the YouTube algorithm's been, not our friend. But guys, we're all clever enough to be able to say what we want to say and dodge the algorithm. Guys, the algorithm's Coyote and we're the Roadrunner. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely gorgeous. So you can still get a beautiful woman as long as you're that man.
And that brings to another point, AJ, that I have to constantly tell women. And this is the fact. Men were just not put here to be pretty. Now, are there some attractive, pretty men? Yes. But the vast majority of men, we're just average-looking folk. You know what I mean? We're put here to do work. We're put here to keep things going, keep things running, for the greater good of society. It doesn't mean that's why Lucifer was so regarded as being one of the most beautiful angels. You know what I mean?
Facts, yes.
Because it's not normal for the other angels were just average looking, but he was the most beautiful one. And men, we're just not. Women don't get that. They don't get that men weren't put here to be models, all models. Are there some male models? Sure, but that's not the standard for men. It's for women. Women are ones who's really pretty.
In the West, they've got so perverted that they're, what's the word? Atavistic? Atavistic means that they focus on looks. Guys, we have the most atavistic chicks there are. Because you go to India, you go to the Middle East, you don't see chicks worrying as much about looks. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 50s, because that's how most men got married. It's not about looks. Guys, when polled, most women say that only 20% of men are even attractive. That means the bottom 80% of men are not. But this is attractive, meaning catches their interest, not like, handsome. Handsome is smaller than that. What I'm saying is that us guys, we are not supposed to be attractive. That's why we're funny. That's why funny is the thing.
Exactly.
Right? Yep. Funny is the way the ugly guys and fat guys got chicks. So
like a man should still pursue and lead and provide for a woman emotionally, not just financially, emotionally.
There it is, guys. There it is. Right there. Right there. We're not your counselor. We're not your best friend. We aren't your girlfriend. We're your boyfriends, your fiancés, and your husbands. If you need emotional support, go and talk to your friggin' mom or your friend. Guys, this is the craziest thing that these modern chicks want because they all hate each other, right? So they put this whole burden that you got to be every single thing to them. You got to be their protector, provider, best friend, handyman, all this other stuff.
Entertainer, therapist.
Makes no sense, guys. My mom never expected my dad to be emotionally supportive, and my grandma sure as shit didn't expect my granddad to be emotionally available. What are you talking about?
That brings me to another point I told a chick the other day. She was talking about her emotions. I said, look, just stop. I said, I'm a man. Sympathy and empathy are female traits. I said, me, I could care less if you're crying or laughing. I don't give a crap. I said, personally, I'd rather see you cry because then I would be the one laughing. I said, but if you expect me to, I said, if you fall down or you do something, I said, if men, I said, even men with each other, we don't have much empathy for each other. If something happens, we tell, oh well, you should have known better.
That's true.
Very rarely do we have empathy for each other. I said, so stop expecting men to have empathy and sympathy for you. It's just not a male trait.
Especially this victimhood mentality that they all have, right? And they're all on freaking antidepressants.
That's my person. I fucked it up. It's because I'm psycho.
They're all crazy. All of them, right?
Yeah.
And they want you to sit there and listen while they yak and yak and yak and yak and yak and yak. And then heaven help if you actually try and solve the problem that they're complaining about. Then it's,
how dare you?
I just want to vent. I just want to vent, even though I told you about the same goddamn problem for the last 3 weeks.
I remember the first time that a chick told me that, like, I was like, she was like, I genuinely thought she wanted help solve her problem. She's like, sometimes I just want you to sit there and quiet. I was like, you're posing problems to me. I was like, this is what men do. We solve problems. I was like, you're posing a problem to me that's easily solved, and I just offered you a solution. But instead of taking the solution, you just wanted me to hear you, bitch.
Look. Steve says, we build the table, we provide food for the table, buy the house the table's in, and then protect the house and the people in it. What more do they want? Steve, you know what they want? They want you to go to walk out the front door and sit in the front yard. We build the house, we build the table, we put the food in it, we plug in the lights, put in the cable, and then they want you to walk outside and sit in the front yard until something breaks, and then they call you. That's all it is.
Facts.
But guess what, guys? Men aren't answering the call. That's the thing that frightens them the most, guys, is that guys are not having it. Gen Z, young millennials, and Gen A guys are not having it. They're not having it, guys. And say what you want about Top G or any of them, guys, right? They're 15, 17, 18-year-olds that grew up listening to Top G and all of them. And guys, they're saying our talking points. Well, that's why, guys, I ultimately don't care who says our talking points as long as it gets out there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the $5, Steve.
It's so bad. I saw
Garlic croutons, dude.
What are you saying?
I saw a video where they had a social gathering. It was like one of those speed dating events for cornhole, and they were paying the men to show up. They still didn't show up. 0 men showed up, and they were offered to pay the men. They had like 80 women and 0 men.
Rico, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Hey, Walk, did you see the story that I covered in China where the guy met the chick, got engaged, he paid the bride price, and then they had sex, and then she was trying to say that he essayed her, and then he was showing all the receipts that it was consensual, but they put him in jail anyways.
In China?
Yes. So now all the guys. So what happened was, after they got married, he was supposed to put her on the deed to 2 of his family's properties. But right after they did the deed, she's like, well, put me on the paperwork. He's like, not until after we're married. She said, do it now or else what? He goes, or else what? So now they have a national day of no marriage where all the men in China were like, This guy said it's so bad. There's married men who sleep in a separate room than their wives because they're so afraid of this going on. So I'm going to do it on that. So.
And that's when a man is safe and secure in his own skin. However, I don't.
Well, he's safe and secure in his own skin by providing for a chick. That makes perfect sense.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yes, me, I, me, clown world.
Necessarily think like society thinks that if they're not necessarily there yet, they need to put on a dress, and they're like a little B word.
Can someone be masculine but not a man, or be a man but not masculine?
Depending on your definition of masculinity, yes.
There you go.
So why is masculinity even applied to men in the first place?
I think gender constructs and what makes us comfortable as a society, not that it makes it right.
Does anyone want a country girl, guys? Anyone?
No. This is the BS I grew up around. I know them. I know them.
These are all feminists, guys. Every single one of these chicks has used, guys. Isn't it crazy, Giancarlo Walk, when they say these feminist buzzwords, like it's like a pain in your ear, like, ugh, you know what I mean? It's like someone's you guys know how they go ding 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 before a toast. You know what I'm saying? Ding 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 ding. You know, it's like, ugh. Every time you hear it, it's just a zap to your ears. You know, so
These are the religious track-ons. These are religious track-ons.
Yep. And they think that you're doing your godly duty to take care of these knuckleheaded broads and their bastard children. Right? Please.
Different levels of how masculine a man can be, but that doesn't not make him.
Are there different levels of the fence that you can eat an apple through?
My man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Why is there so much confusion about what a woman is, but everyone seems to know what a real man is?
Because you're asking the women about who a real man is.
Again, I think
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Guys, the only people who know what men are men. Has never let a woman try and tell you what a man is or define you as a man. That's the dumbest thing that you could ever do. That's the dumbest thing that you could ever do, guys. The only women you could talk to about like any type of manhood are a lot of like foreign chicks from war-torn countries. You know what I'm saying? Like I have friends of mine that are immigrants. You know, they're from like Eastern Europe or Africa, where their moms are traditional AF. It's like my Ethiopian friends. Their moms have some sense. Or if your grandmother's still alive, you know what I'm saying? If your grandma who lived through the Depression and the Civil War, not Civil War, and the Cold War and the Vietnam War and all the gas prices of the 70s, you know what I'm saying? They can have an opinion, you know?
I think like cultural constructs of men needing to provide or needing to be in the position of provision.
When you ask a woman what she wants in a man, she's going to define that traditional role, I believe, most of the time. Do we want the show horse or do we want the plow horse? I mean, there's, of course, at least a little bit of truth in the fact that we do kind of want a show horse, too. There's nothing that breaks my heart more than seeing a beautiful woman, and I've seen it here at the NFR.
Here it is.
Beautiful woman walking around, dressed to the nines, makeup, hair done, on point. And then her man's walking around in gym clothes.
He's not supposed to be the pretty one. Maybe he's dressed in gym clothes because he has to lift a bunch of boxes or something. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Guys aren't supposed to be peacocks. We're supposed to be dandies. What are you talking? Guys, see, they're feminists, all of them.
So when you ask a woman what she defines as a man, you're going to get a little bit more of an accurate representation versus if you ask anybody else about what defines a woman, you're going to get 1,000,001 questions and answers all in the same statement.
Why can a woman be whatever she wants, but a man is clearly defined?
I would argue that it also is that way for women because a lot of times you have to either be a mother or in the workforce, that you're not allowed to have crossover.
What constitutes a weak man versus a strong man?
I think a strong man is someone who can show up confidently as himself and answers to himself. And a weak man is someone who feels like they have to put other people down or treat people poorly to compensate for their own issues.
What means that she can determine what that is. That her barometer of what's poor treatment matters, so she can determine who's good at that based on her, instead of there being a universal standard. And that's why chicks don't like religion. That's why they don't like traditional gender roles, right? Come on.
Why don't we have those same stipulations for women? Does a woman have to be a feminist or masculine to be considered strong?
No, I don't think that they do.
It could be mentally strong or physically strong. I even myself, I like to get pretty and dress up, but I also like to go rope and go weld and do masculine things. That doesn't make me more masculine than other girls, or even when I get dressed up more feminine than other girls. That's just who I am, and I think people need to be true to who they are. And
see, none of this. These steel fours, they always try and say that there's no standards. Well, everyone should just be who they want to be, and there is no generalizations. There is no this. It's just everyone doing their own thing. That's BS. What are you talking about?
Stick to it, and just like I said, treat people the way you'd want to be treated.
Why don't women shame each other for being weak the same way that men shame each other for being weak?
I think women shame each other for being weak. They just do it in a more backhanded.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Mean way.
I mean, I think if you just go on social media, how girls compare themselves to each other and tear each other down, I think it's pretty equal, yeah.
Why is it when we talk about women's issues, it's considered the war on women, but when we talk about men's issues, it's considered the war on masculinity?
Because I would argue maybe the men that are struggling with that war the most are having a hard time defining their own masculinity for themselves.
Oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. This is why I don't talk to them.
Look at Conrad says BS. I told you guys. I told you guys. Guys. Uh-oh, the number's going. Uh-oh, guys, the City Girls number's going down. The votes are changing. Slowly but surely. And stop calling me Shirley.
Maybe it's just a social media thing, but guys are getting away from their traditional roles. Back even with my father and seeing him as growing up, he always made sure that my mom knew that if she wanted to work, she could work. If she wanted to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, which she was, she had that opportunity presented to her as well. Now, with the economy doing what it's doing, it's very hard to see a man that can step into that role completely and provide.
Whose fault is that? Guys, whose fault is that?
It's women's fault because they broke the social contract.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
They broke the social contract that existed between men and women for hundreds of years. Men said all bets are off. We're just staying at home.
Yep,
we're doing for us. We're doing whatever we can for us.
Act like she said something smart.
You stupid woman. For not just himself in the household, but also a partner and children.
Why don't we?
Uh-oh. What's the word she just used? What's the word she just used, guys?
Partner.
Right?
Partner.
The partner word. Exactly. Look at that, guys.
Yeah, she wants to be. She wants a leader. She wants a leader, but she wants the leader to be her partner. What is that word? What is that word?
Yep.
Oh, she's a hula. It's considered a war on men any more than we consider it a war on femininity.
I don't know. That's a good question.
See,
What
he
does
has such a good way of asking questions. You know?
masculinity look like if you're not religious, conservative, or traditional?
I think it's showing up as yourself confidently and not waiting for society to tell you who to be or how to treat women or how to love yourself exactly as you were made.
So in other words, be a woman, right? Guys, what do you think she thinks she just said? Blobbity, 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 blobbity. She didn't say it. She just threw out a bunch of words. Guys, here's the crazy part about it. Hold on, walk. Isn't it crazy how when you ask a girl out on a date, they actually think that you want to sit down and listen to what she has to say? Think about the arrogance. They're so disconnected with reality. They think that we're asking them out to dinner to hear their opinion on things. Like they have anything interesting to say. Guys, put a Y or an N. Do you think that any of these chicks have anything interesting to say? Yes or no? Right? Think about it. Walk. You see a hot chick, right? Well, I know you, hypothetically, right? And you go up and talk to her. And you say, hey, you want to go out to eat? She's like, oh my God, I met this cool guy walking. He has a motorcycle, and he wants to hear my opinion on friggin' geopolitics and friggin' whatever. So what are you talking?
You stupid woman.
What are you talking? You can't even spell geopolitics. What are you talking about? Who are you saying, what?
Just like what's monkey? The monkey used to say that they use words like Harry Potter magic spells. Like
Yeah.
they just spew out words, and that's why I say that you know, being verbose is a feminine trait. Because when men have something to say, it's very short and very sweet. But women just like to talk on and on and on
Yeah.
about nothing.
Yeah. Well, how many times have we seen these steel fours in the back of a cop car with the handcuffs on? No one's around, and they're just talking to themselves, right?
They're just talking to themselves. They just talk. It's crazy.
Yep. Makes no sense, man. Yeah.
What's the difference between a feminist defining a real man versus the masculinity movement defining a real man?
A feminist
Nothing.
defining a man. I don't think either are okay.
Well, what gives either one the right to define manhood?
I don't think either have the right to define manhood.
Why don't we allow men to be defined in their own right?
I think men should be defining themselves.
But they're not. Do you guys see how, right? Do you see what she's talking about what they should be and not what is? And that's a female trait also. What a joke.
I think even like subconsciously adhering to gender constructs or what society thinks. Or
do you hear she said gender constructs, guys? Come on.
Tells them what masculinity is. That's undoing to themselves.
When it comes to relationships, men are expected to protect and provide. If men should protect because they're physically stronger, why shouldn't the woman pay the bills? Why should the man be assigned both duties when women are capable of at least being a provider?
Well, because we have to take care of those damn kids. And then
look at that look in her eyes right there, guys.
That is a demon. That is a demon. That is a demon.
I'll take her.
Someone said I think she's a transformer.
She's going to stab some poor dude.
Yeah, Victor, what's up, dude? Rockin' Diesel, how's it going, man?
clothes, and then we have to cook those dinners, and then we have to wash all those dirty everything, and we're tired of it.
Okay, so I think that if you're both working, because I work and my boyfriend works,
and
I think that could be 50-50, and I'm okay with that. But let's say we have babies and I want to be a stay-at-home wife, then he'll take on that role and I'll nurture, I'll take care of the house, I'll make sure there's meals when he comes home from work. So I think it's a 50-50 equal effort.
Now she's saying that now until she gets on TikTok and TikTok says, girlfriend, you ain't got to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If men are expected to risk their lives, why can't women risk their paychecks?
Because we don't make as much as them sometimes. And even if we do, our money is our money and their money is our money.
Right there, guys. Right there. Right there, guys. Right there, guys. Right there. Look at that.
You stupid woman.
Look at that, guys. Right. You guys still think city girls are worse, guys?
Yeah.
You know? Come on, man.
Hey, did we not call it? We called it in the beginning. We called it in the beginning.
Yep.
Of doing both. And I think like in a relationship, it should be what's harmonious for your family or works best for your family and not because of what culture is dictating.
Do you believe that men are natural protectors or is that learned behavior?
I think it's natural instinct.
It's something that you're taught growing up. I feel like if like old school values, for example, like men were always taught that you should walk on the outside of the sidewalk. You should open the door. And I feel like men that were taught that when they're younger are now better protectors than men that weren't.
I think it's learned behavior. And it's also like, what do you feel you need to be protected from or what you need to be protecting?
How can men be natural protectors if men are the very thing that women need protection from?
You don't need protection from all men, just some.
I don't know.
Why is this chick's voice deeper than mine? Stick right here. You guys know it. No. Hey, dog. Men are still men are natural protectors, dog.
I guarantee you. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. I guarantee you she's a gym rat and she lifts very heavy. What happens is a lot of these chicks, they go to the gym. It's not like back in the 80s where women used to go work out and they did mostly calisthenics and aerobics to just slim down and have a natural. These chicks actually want to build muscle like men. So as a result, that their testosterone levels is rising.
It's crazy because the female bodybuilders in the 80s, they still look feminine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they didn't have a big bulky bras. Like all the ones in the 80s were hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they were the Miss Universe chicks. Like look hot in a dress. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They were lean. They were a little bit shredded, but they were lean. They weren't big, bulky broads like you see that started in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
And if they took a month or two off and stopped training, you would see them they would just look like these very toned women. They didn't look big and bulky like these chicks do now.
What was it? Hold on. Let's see. Where's a good example?
That's why I tell white men, like, don't start fights with B-dubs. Because number one,
Yeah.
they already have elevated testosterone levels, and then when they start lifting weights, like, you're not telling me nothing. Like, if a white dude fights a B-dub, 8 out of 10 that B-dub is gonna win that fight, man. White men
Well, a
just
lot of
walk away
times,
from one.
guys, B-dubs are indestructible. Guys, walk. How many times have you seen these B-dubs get in a fight and then one of them jumps in the car and says and runs over a fellow B-dub, and she just gets up and just shrugs it off. She got hit by a freaking Nissan Altima going 45 miles per hour.
Yo, AJ, I saw a 5-0 video the other day. 2 cops were tasing a B-dub. Both tasers had zero effect.
Look at that, man.
From all men, just some.
I don't know that I would personally like look to a man to be protecting me. I'd want to learn to protect myself first.
Good luck.
But wouldn't that mean that like men are more likely to be protectors than be predators?
Well, there's a lot of different. This world is a dark place and has become a very dark place. There's a lot of good men out there, and there's a lot of good women out there, but you need protection from both.
I think it's learned behavior. A lot of the men that I've dated or run into, the ones that grow up in households without a positive male influence, whether it be the uncle, the dad, older brother, or even
You guys hear what she just said? She didn't say the father first. She said the uncle. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Blackest night. He said the only way to defeat stop a B-dub is to take off its crown, aka its hair hat. Facts.
That is a fact.
When they
I was saying on a live stream earlier, Walk, these B-dubs are like you remember on Terminator 1, Walk, when the Terminator gets hit by the semi, you remember that? And then it stops and it jumps, open the cap, get out.
don't have that positive male influence in their household growing up. I've seen them, I call it female behavior, which is awful, but guys tend to act more like women when they're surrounded by women. And I think it's a learned behavior with those traditional roles. The guys that are often the ones that go, oh no, we're going 50-50. Or I expect you to provide for the household while also cooking and cleaning and being my partner. Those are the ones that oftentimes grow up with a single mom.
This chick is a feminist right here, guys, right? A tradcon feminist right here. Everything this chick has said, right, guys? Everything this chick has said. Absolutely insane, guys. Look at that.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world.
And it breaks my heart that they don't have that positive male influence to look up to.
And lastly, if conservatives hold freedom in the highest regard, why do men have a duty attached to them in the first place?
Because I don't think they realize that it's even attached to them. I don't think it's a conscious awareness.
Do you think that things would change if they were aware of that?
Yeah. And I think if they started to look inward and were empowered culturally to look inward and to define themselves and define their own masculinity, that the world would be a better place for it.
What the hell did she just say? Like,
what?
How do they say so many words but don't say anything? You ever wonder?
I don't know, dude. It's amazing.
Look at that.
Absolutely amazing.
Now, guys, we have 100 likes, guys. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate that. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, the super chat button. Thanks for all the guys on the cast app, guys. Hit the join button or the link for memberships, guys. We'll have a couple of daytime lives, guys, this week. Those are for members only, guys, in the chat. So make sure, guys, you have a membership. Guys, you want to see the dumbest chick I've ever seen. Guys,
Okay, let's.
guys, I need you.
I might need
Guys,
a drink for this one.
Please, guys, I really need you to buckle in for this, guys. Please bear with me because I hope that you can make
So
it.
2
make
plus
it through
2
this.
equals 4. Would you agree?
Guys, okay, I need you to promise me that you're going to do your best to make it through this. Okay, so say we all. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's get into logic. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Is that always true?
What do you mean by always?
It past, present, and in the future.
Hold on, guys.
Entire, like debate over like whether we've like found math or it's always existed. Like for example, if there was no one to see it, like in the cosmos, and we had two particles like just like rolling around each other, did they? Does that mean like does that still exist? Does math still exist in that context? I think that math is probably something that we like observe and that we've kind of come to use like in a utility sense. But I don't think that I think there probably needs to be someone there counting for like for there to be 1 or 2 or 3 things. I think it's like there's some utility in math. So I don't necessarily think it's like something that you can quantify in this way of always existing. I think it's something that we kind of constructed.
So you're saying numbers are only dependent upon the things in the world?
I mean, if there's no things in the world, yeah, there's no number of things.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Numbers are universal. Yeah, numbers
What do you
pre-exist.
think a number
Logic pre-exists creation. That's why creation is ordered in a logical way.
Okay, I would probably disagree. I
So
mean, I just don't
creation.
Guys, it gets worse. Now, guys, I don't agree with the whole creation thing, obviously, but guys, how stupid can this chick be? Guys, it gets worse. It gets worse. Guys, what she's doing is she thinks that he's trying to play gotcha. So what happens is that these chicks, they become automatically combative because, okay, they think that by you asking any question, that it's bad faith, so they're being bad faith back when he's just asking a simple question. You guys have been in a discussion with a person that's doing one of two things. They're either listening to respond, or they're listening and they're they're trying to argue it in a way to not get caught in a gotcha. You know what I'm saying? And that's bad faith, and that's basically women.
Creation is not ordered in a logical way. Okay, do you believe in the laws of logic?
I think that the laws of logic are like we use them at like utility wise, right? To come to conclusions and to like
So they could be false in the future.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we've
asking you a
constructed
question.
system.
Okay, I'm asking you, could they be false in the future? That's what you're saying.
If the laws of physics stay constant, probably not. No.
So you think that you're
Why?
Guys, I was driving when I was listening. I almost had to pull over. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, guys. I could not believe it. Absolutely insane.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Hey guys, this chick here, she's one of those TikTok political commentators. You guys, we all know what I say about chicks and in politics, right?
A woman in politics is like a donkey doing calculus.
You know what I mean? Come on.
are universal. That if the laws of physics stay the same, then the laws of logic.
For example, if you make a system like and like whatever conditions that precede the system continue to exist, it will continue to stay true. However, to say that like numbers and math, the way that we have like imagined it, has always existed, probably not. It's just a system. For example, today I could say that like I don't.
Guys, hold on. Flat Highway says the need to be right is strong with her. Facts. Hey, thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate that, my friend.
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
I don't know, like 2 + 2 = 5. And if everyone starts to kind of agree with those terms or whatever, we can make that a system that works. But I just don't think that.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
So guys, if we all say 2 + 2 = 5, it just works. Guys, this right here, guys, put a 1 if you agree. This is the ultimate like iteration. This is the end result of the woke liberal postmodernist, nebulous, we can all be anything goes education system, right? Of the leftist, coastal, woke, California mindset, right, guys?
You know, abstract math makes more sense than anything she just said.
But even abstract math is still based in like theoretical physics, right? It's making it's theorizing or testing made up models based on existing numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's saying, okay, we have the numbers in this current math. Let's experiment with something new and see if that tracks back to the old math, right? So, for instance, guys, do you know that we have known? Wait, in the time that we've known about Pluto, it hasn't been around the sun yet. Yet we know how long it takes to go around the sun, even though we haven't known about it long enough to know how long it takes to go around the sun. You know why? Because we have the math. Because of math. So therefore, we know how long that Pluto takes to go around the sun, and it's not 2 + 2 is 5. You fucking dunderhead, dude. God, these morons, dude. These morons. And guys, you guys know what the scariest part is? Guys, here, lean in close. Yes. You guys know what the scariest part is? This dumb shit can vote.
Yeah.
She can vote. She can vote. Yeah. Matt says girl math. Facts. Yeah. Facts.
Like,
how would that work? Because everything we build, engineering, geometry, all this stuff is based on actually numbers mean things. Again, they're built on logical principles. So to make my point is, you claiming that if we make 2 + 2 = 5, that somehow we can make that work. Actually, I mean, you can't.
More so,
you can't
I'm more
because
so
it defies logic.
I meant in the
now, guys, here we go. Here we go. So she's gonna say the semantics is, guys, she doesn't even know what these words mean. Okay,
makes sense. But like either way, 2 + 2
sense.
= 4 exists because it has some meaning that we gave it.
No, it has. It's not. We didn't give it meaning. That we discovered the laws of logic. We discovered mathematics. These things are universals and they're non-physical.
Yeah, this is just going to be like, I don't think it's like an actual tangible thing. I think most things that we see as things are tangible. I think it's an ideological system. I think it works. I think it's for
so math is an ideology now, right, guys? Math is an ideology.
They just talk. Oh my God! And beat up the word.
Look at that, guys.
They have to be right about everything.
Look at that. JD, what's up, dude? He says he was married and he got cooked after 20 years. Look at that, guys.
Pattern recognition, etc. But I don't think that we can in any way kind of like say that like this system existed before humans.
Right. And that's an entirely incoherent worldview.
Yeah,
this is
she
what
knows she's cooked.
People that use presuppositional apologetics or even presuppositional philosophy. This is what's called, the postmodern turn, is realizing that the modernist project is ended. And
she doesn't know what any of this means. So
the history of metaphysics. What's okay?
I don't know if I can do this anymore because she looked like an absolute clown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, guys,
she's getting cooked, and now she wants to run.
Guys, I don't need to explain this to all you guys, but guys.
So 2 + 2 = 4.
What this knucklehead doesn't understand, guys. Math is the universal language, okay? Because it's observational. When we're saying 2 + 2 is 4, we are saying 2 of those things plus 2 of those things equals 4 of those things. You know what I'm saying? Any person around the world can say, okay, there's one of that thing, one of that thing, one of that thing, and one of that thing. A totality equals 4 of that thing. It's observational. Any human being with a rational mind. But guys, these dunderheads, she can't even say what math is. That's why they can't say what a woman is, right, guys? Think about, these are the knuckles who say math is racist, right? What are you talking about, you moron? How stupid can you be? Guys, we've seen a lot of stuff. Right, Walk, Colin, Giancarlo?
Oh, yeah.
Have we seen anyone this stupid? You guys,
no,
hold on.
Stupid doing.
is she's arrogantly ignorant, right, guys?
Yeah.
Arrogantly ignorant. Look at this look on her face, like she's this guy just knows he's gonna destroy her, right? But look at her face. She thinks she can debate this.
Oh, in her mind,
Arrogantly
she won.
ignorant, huh?
In her mind, she feels she won.
Yeah. Yep. It makes no sense, guys. And once again, guys, I'm going to talk about the arrogance of abundance and the ignorance of abundance. You can only think this way when your belly's full and the lights are on. You know what I'm saying? Think about how insane this is. Dunning-Kruger effect right here. Look at this look on her face. And guys, he knows. Like, he could have totally embarrassed her. Guys, he's lucky I wasn't there. I'd have cooked this rod. You know what I'm saying? But guys, at the end, she knew. Let's watch. Let's watch.
And the history of metaphysics. What's
she says, I can't do this anymore. Meaning, because she knows she's cooked. Guys, math has nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do with location. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with any of that.
Now, I have to correct you on one thing, AJ. You said if you were there, you would have cooked her. No, if you were there, it would be entirely different. This whole situation would be entirely different because you know they'll have respect for us. So cue the "I'm gonna kill you." Because that's how the conversation would have went between you and her.
Yeah, guys. I don't have patience for these divorces, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, there will Eleni. He says, "Can you show the Dunning-Kruger effect?" Dude, this is the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is the best example I've ever seen. I've ever seen.
I think can you explain it?
Guys, Flat Highway said math is racist until child support is to be calculated. Let's go. Thanks for the
that needs to be a t-shirt.
That needs to be a t-shirt. Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna
Garlic
hold on.
croutons, dude.
Let's see. Slogans. Hold on. What's racist until child support is calculated. Okay. That's hilarious, man. Okay. Yeah, man. It doesn't make any sense. This is everything wrong with America. And guys, these TikTok knuckleheads, these TikTok political commentators, they're the worst because they actually think that they're smart and they're not. Someone says, F me, what is she going on about? Someone says, I don't agree with her fully, but I understand what she means. For example, who is this beta? Words, nouns, and numbers are not the same thing, you dunderhead. Someone says, why try to make an argument for argument's sake? Just making her look so stupid. Someone says, even if there's 2 rocks on Mars with no minds to see, there's still 2 rocks. Someone says she would make a really good politician. Someone says, intelligent moron, speaks intelligent, but thought process is moronic. Someone said, this is what it is nowadays. This person says, where do they even find these people? Look at that. Someone says, young Kamala Harris. Someone says, this is why you never argue with a woman. They will drive you crazy with unsupported banter. Save yourself. Damn, what a mess. And guys, if he hadn't pushed a little more, she'd just sat there arguing until the cows come home. You know what I'm saying? But guys, here, we'll do this. 1 second. And I might find some city girls to react to too, but hold on, guys. 1 second. Guys, make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. Thanks for all the super chats, man. Here we go. Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
What's the cheesiest pickup line you've ever been given?
Oh, Jesus. I have 3 pizzas in the back of my car.
What's that? That's the white version of Rasputia?
Sure, that's the best pickup line she's ever heard. Oh, here we go.
I'd have to say I've actually pretty blessed.
Yeah, because you meet all my qualifications.
I'd have to say I've actually been pretty blessed. I haven't been targeted with too many pickup lines, but if there was one, it's the classic, you're the only 10 I see, or are you an angel you fell from heaven? I mean,
Is this the cheesiest pickup line you've ever been given?
no, that's a line of tracks with cheese on the back.
What is the meaning behind the expression, save a horse, ride a cowboy?
Well,
Last at least 30 in the bedroom.
who can get off? I mean, you're gonna make.
Last at least.
I mean, you're gonna make $50,000 in 8 seconds on a rodeo, but you ain't gonna make anything in 8 seconds in the bedroom.
You're supposed to last at least 30 in the bedroom.
30 seconds?
30 seconds. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
You guys still want a kind of country chick? What's with all the acne on this broad's face?
Come on, guys.
Does your fascination with roping end at the rodeo, or does it continue in the bedroom?
It definitely does continue.
Continues for sure. I'll say it continues.
Okay.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Can you name something a woman does that she thinks is a turn on but is really a turn off?
Probably acting dumb.
It takes 3 hours to get ready.
Can you name something a man does that he thinks is a turn on but is actually a turn off?
Send dick pics.
I would say when they're like
Sounds like he's speaking from experience, right, guys?
really pushy about how attracted they are to you, if they're really in your face about it. Oh, I care about you so much. Sometimes for me, that's a little much.
Do country girls prefer to date country guys?
Yeah, for sure. Because country girls, they want to be with a country guy that can lift their hay for them, or, that has a truck to take them places. Nobody wants a city boy.
What's the difference in country girls and city girls?
Country girls can get in the mud and city girls cannot.
Oh, country girls have good morals. They're looking.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Different stuff. They work hard. They look for a different thing in men. They're down with the blue collar. They're down for just more real men. City girls are looking for money and bullshit.
Oh, and the country girls aren't, huh?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Girls, they like to get down and dirty. City girls, they just like the show.
What is the definition of high maintenance?
My mom.
Do you consider high maintenance to be a red flag?
Yes.
High maintenance. If you need more than one suitcase.
See, chicks like this. Oh my God, yeah, whatever. See, this is how the country girls can rope you in, guys. You know what I'm saying? They rope you in. She's wearing a dress. She seems nice. She has that kind of feminine voice, right? And then, man, it's over for you.
Do you consider someone who's high maintenance to be a red flag?
No, not necessarily.
Where is the line between knowing your own self-worth and feeling entitled?
Entitled is when you think you're more than like you're better than everyone else, whereas like self-worth is just you're comfortable in yourself and you know that you're worthy.
Are you more likely to see a high maintenance woman or a high maintenance man?
High maintenance woman.
Why is that?
Because I live with one.
Who do you think is more romantic, men or women?
That's a tough one. Probably.
The fact that she would even say that means she's a feminist.
A man, because when he really loves a woman, he really goes for it. When women kind of can play games sometimes with it.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them. Yeah, I agree with that one.
What is the most surprising thing you've learned about men from your experiences?
You can't trust them.
See? There you go, guys. Hey, Colin. Yeah, the mom on the right, she's all yours, buddy. Guys, look at this broad. Guys, rate her on the bitter meter, right? How bitter is that broad on the right there?
It's over 9,000.
Look at that. You know that she ran her ex-husband off and he's already with a younger, hotter chick. You know what I'm saying? And she's pissed. She's pissed, and she's kept her daughter from seeing his dad. I mean, her
Also,
dad.
you know that every Chad within a 50-mile, every Chad at a bar within a 50-mile radius of where she lives has had her.
Yeah, has given her the old sawed off shotgun.
Facts. Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy. Bad boy.
See? Like whore, like little whore. Like mother skank, like daughter skank, right?
Little whore on the prairies.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Is it fair to say women lust after bad boys that want to settle down with nice guys?
Yeah.
See?
I used to prefer bad boy, now gentleman all the way.
There it is, guys. There it is. We all know what that means, guys. Right? Guys, we all know how she spent the last was it 10, 15 years of her life.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
I believe us blacks we have a term for that, and that's skeezer.
Yes.
Heifer.
What do you find most attractive about a man, and more importantly, how has that changed throughout your life?
Now his heart and how he portrays himself to be a good citizen to society and just be a good person, morals. Before it was more of cat and mouse, kind of them chasing me, and that was fun because it was all just games.
Look at them cakes
What
in
were
the
some of the things you were
background.
told about men while growing up?
That they better open the door for you.
Hey,
Open the
AJ,
door,
rewind
treat
it
you
a little
right,
bit.
be polite.
What's the most surprising thing you learned?
Rewind a little bit. Look at them cakes in the background.
Wait.
And red.
Self to
Oh yeah. How you doing? There you go. There you
Maybe
go.
she can give me my citizenship.
Superman has X-ray vision. Walk has cakes-ray vision.
be a good citizen to society and just be a good person, morals. Before it was more of cat and mouse, kind of them chasing me, and that was fun because it was all just games.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
That they better open the door for you. Open the door, treat you right, be polite.
What's the most surprising thing you learned about men from your experiences?
Most surprising thing I've learned about men is that they don't always do what they're gonna say. I think that's pretty obvious.
A lot of guys aren't raised right.
They don't always do what they're gonna say. Just what do you think she thinks she just said?
Yeah, they don't always say what they do what they're going to say.
Hey, Colin, these are these Enum Claw chicks for you, dude. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
These Enum Claw Ellensburg chicks. You know what I'm saying? You ever been out to Ellensburg, Colin?
Yeah, one time, yeah.
God's name, why?
What is Ellensworth? Is that like a suburb?
No, Ellensburg is out in the middle of Washington State. That's where Central Washington University is. So I had a couple of friends who went there, so we would go out there and hang out and smash country bumpkins out there.
Right. A lot of them are not. They don't have morals and values.
You do, you 304.
What advice would?
Huh? And guys, look, this is the Cowboy Channel stand. So these are all supposed to be country girls. Susie Q's, right? Please.
You give to the women that don't trust men.
I don't trust them either.
See? Look at that. Guys, do you see any difference between this chick and this chick?
I'm not a feminist. Oh, I am. I'm not a feminist. I can wear dresses and feel pretty.
I'm a feminist and I wear dresses and skirts and pants or whatever makes me feel the most beautiful and confident.
Not a feminist.
Nobody cares.
I actually cook.
I'm a feminist. I can cook, but I'm not obligated to. I cook when I'm in the mood. You know who else can cook? my husband. But if
Jesus Christ. Of course she's married. Of course she's married to some simp, some
Yeah.
knucklehead. Some...
Beta male.
Yeah. Oh, guys, look, she probably has a strap on right now. She's probably strapped up right now, if you know what I mean.
if neither of us have the energy or capacity one night, then we're serving frozen pizza.
I'm not a feminist. I don't hate children.
I'm a feminist and a mom and much more.
Isn't that
I love
scary?
my 2 children, and I'm grateful to not be defined by them.
I'm not a
Think about a woman who says she doesn't want to be defined by her children. Guys, hold on, guys. Guys, hold on. I need you to pump the brakes right now. Guys, have you heard a more hateful statement in your life? Guys, she basically said she hates her children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear this? Did you here? Guys, did you hear the gravity?
And much more. I'm a feminist and a mom and much more. I love my 2 children, and I'm grateful to not be defined by them.
I'm not a feminist.
You're not defined by the children that you gave birth to. As if she has a higher purpose in life than taking care of her offspring. And guys, this is why Nigerians, Koreans, Japanese, Indian Americans, Ethiopians, they do better than white and black Americans do. It's because their women define themselves by their children. Yeah. They'll be damned if they didn't devote their lives to their children.
Right. This used to be like pretty much almost the highest honor in society, where
the highest calling. Yeah.
If a man or even a woman, but usually a man, if a man came up and became very successful, or did something great in this world that's rememberable, people would always say, "Man, he must have had a damn good mother who raised him." Right?
Yeah, yep, that's true. Yep. I just can't. She just blurted that out. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not defined by my children. Well, what are you defined by then? You're a woman. Isn't that guys, I think we've actually seen the 2 stupidest women we've ever seen. This chick and that B-dub. Guys, walk, call it. Can you think of anyone dumber? I mean, at least Bianca was on drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not defined by your children who you carried in your belly and gave birth to and nurtured. What are you talking about? Why would you not be defined by your children? And what's funny is her husband should be defined by her and his kids.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't defined by my wife and children, man. I ain't defined by that.
Yeah, men are absolutely defined by their wives. That's why they always try to pick the best one. That's why the more money you get, the higher caliber of woman you try to marry. You don't go to make $200,000 a year, then you go to the trailer park and you marry some 350-pound woman with blue hair.
Yeah.
No, you want a woman who's slim and who's the apple of all men's eyes. So when you walk around with her on your arm, everybody can go, damn, look, he must, he did something with his life to be able to get her on his arm.
What's crazy is, so women think it's all about looks. Because I've said this once again, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you've been around that dude that has that hella cool wife, right? She goes to all the football games. All the rest of the dudes got to be like, oh, I got to beg the wife to go. She's there with the jersey on. You guys have a fight party. She's good. So you guys need anything? I'm making this and making that. She's the cool chick. You never got to ask her for anything. She's always like, guys are actually more jealous of that than a hot chick.
Yes. And a lot of times, sometimes she's just an average looking chick, but her being that nice, it makes her like 10 times hotter.
Yep. She's actually playing fantasy football and talk and mess, just like the rest of the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. Just doesn't make any sense. How can these chicks be so stupid. Just demons, man. Absolute demons. And expect guys to just put up with this. And think of this. She just be strong and independent while she's in a marriage. Imagine if a guy was like, man, I'm married now, but I'm independent. Trash. Come on, man.
Thank you. I'm a feminist. Let's all just hold the door open for whoever comes in next.
A feminist. And then people ask me if I'm actually a woman.
I'm a feminist, and I am so grateful for the women and men who have paved the way and continue to work for modern feminism, where all people have equal rights and the opportunity to create lives and relationships that are unique to them.
I'm not a feminist.
Jesus Christ. Look at that, guys. What a mess. Guys, this is city women, and there's country
I'm not a feminist. I can wear
women, but guys, they're all the same. All the same stuff that she was saying. The country girls were all saying the same thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all women are getting weird.
So, okay, let's see. This chick's talking. Okay, let's go like here. So we'll watch like 5 more minutes of this, and then we'll switch gears.
They always lie. And most of the time cheat, unless you find that one really great person.
That means, guys, that she spent the last 20 years of her life, letting friggin' corn shoot up the.
Isn't it amazing how they defeat themselves in their own? So men are supposed to be protectors, providers, and just all these great things, but they can't trust men. Men are dangerous, and men cheat on them. Which all men cheat on. That's all we do. Which is it?
Yeah. Yep, that's true. They guys. So, but one of you agree. All these modern women hate men, anyways. All these modern women.
Yes.
Guys, they want betas at work and betas in the world, but then an alpha in their bedroom, right? And then they want to marry an alpha assertive guy who's a beta to them. How does that make sense?
Yeah, nothing they can say makes any sense. Yeah, and they all hate men for something that they never even went through. They're like, well, we never used to be able to own credit cards. When? For as long as you've been alive, women have had the right to own credit cards and bank accounts.
Listen. No. They couldn't have credit cards or bank accounts until the 60s, which is fine. But here's the thing: there was hot chicks that used to marry a guy. They would run up all this debt in his name and leave. They would run. They would do this. They were serial debt accruers.
Yeah.
They would take because he was responsible for the debt. You know what I'm saying? There was a lady, she was like 6 times. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, guys. You notice how we never had bank accounts and credit cards. Well, now we gave it to them. And who owns most of the debt now, guys?
Women do.
Thank you very much.
Most of consumer debt is owned by women.
Yep.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
And guys, once again, just like these pro-blacks and all of them trying to get me to give them anything, come
We're
on.
out here building a new nation for black people. It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga. I ain't giving you shit.
I'm not giving you a damn thing. Please, come on, man.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear. That's why women wear makeup, and it's why men lie.
That might be a little true. Actually,
A little true. Oh my God.
Haven't heard that one, but yeah.
What's the difference between the type of woman men want to sleep with and the type men want relationships with?
I think when a girl automatically on a first date just sleeps with them, gives them the impression, oh, she lets everyone do that. So if they don't do that as often, in my opinion, they see them as more a relationship type and more connecting on a different level instead of just physical.
Do you prefer a man who's a gentleman or a bad boy?
Gentleman, 100%.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
What are the characteristics of
They look at each other because they know that they're full of it. Guys, if this chick, watch.
Gentlemen, 100%.
Right there, guys.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Demons, man. Demons.
What are the characteristics of a gentleman?
Opening the door for you.
Being polite. Offering to pay when he doesn't have to sometimes.
Yep.
The little things matter.
Texting you and asking you like, hey, did you make it home safely if you guys were out?
Good morning.
Guys, so we'll end it here, right? Look at this. The pros and cons of dating a country girl, right? Let's make this bigger. Guys, I want you to put yes if you agree or BS for if you don't, all right? Pros of dating a country girl. Authenticity and honesty. So one of the biggest draws of dating someone from a rural background is the likelihood of encountering genuine authenticity. Country girls tend to value honesty, whether it's relationships, friendships, or family bonds, and they're less prone to the superficiality that sometimes accompanies urban life. This sincerity can foster a sense of trust, security in a relationship, allowing partners to open up and be themselves without fear of judgment. Guys, you think that's
BS?
Jarvis, what's up, dude? That's not BS. Strong family values. Country life is often closely tied to family and community traditions. Many country girls are raised with a strong emphasis on the importance of familial bonds and loyalty. They may prioritize spending time with loved ones, upholding long-standing traditions, and maintaining a sense of community. For someone who values close-knit family relationships, this can be a significant advantage. Guys, yes or BS, right?
BS.
Jarvik says strong family court values.
Yeah.
236. Okay.
Strong family values when it comes to the chickens.
Yeah, straight up. Practical skills and resourcefulness. Growing up in countryside usually means acquiring a range of practical skills, from cooking and gardening to basic repairs and animal care. These abilities not only demonstrate a can-do attitude, but also bring a practical, problem-solving mindset to a relationship. So whether it's fixing something around the house or planning a weekend getaway in nature, having a partner with these hands-on skills can prove invaluable. That's what do you think?
Yeah, no, that's BS.
A connection with nature. What? So for many, a relationship with a country girl means gaining a closer connection with the natural world. Country life provides an endless array of outdoor activities. Hiking, fishing, stargazing, and camping. These can be shared hobbies. Please. Yes or BS, guys?
Yeah, BS. Yeah. Yeah, for country girl stargaze, because she's on her back in a cow pasture somewhere getting her back blown out by Chad.
Lenny, man. Lenny's been a member now for two months, man. Thanks for that, bro. Appreciate that. Let's see. A relaxed pace of life. Guys, we all know this is BS, right? Come on. You think any woman's going to give you a relaxed pace of life? Come on, man. Look at this. Deep-rooted traditions. Country girls often come with that rich cultural tradition that's been passed down through the generations. These generations can add a depth and meaning to everyday life, from seasonal celebrations to family gatherings. Embracing these customs can offer a new perspective on life and provide a shared sense of heritage and belonging that strengthens the relationships over time. Tim Hicks says lies.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Loyalty and dedication, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray, run amok.
In many rural communities, loyalty is not just an expectation, it's a way of life.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Country girls typically grow up in environments where reliability and dedication are integral to personal relationships. This unwavering commitment can be a reassuring quality for someone looking for stability and dependability in a partner. Their grounded nature often translates into a deep sense of loyalty that can weather any storm. Guys, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on. Now, cons, cultural differences, limited social circles, different perspectives on modern life, geographical difference, economic and career differences, pace of adaptation, lifestyle adjustments. Guys, what do you think? Colin, Walk, Giancarlo, you guys down for a country girl?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. All right, guys, let's do this here. Let's switch gears here, right? Guys, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you guys, you know? I really do, guys. Listen, we're going to keep this channel rolling, guys. We're going to keep the ball rolling, you know? It's a lot of fun. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's switch gears here, guys. Let's do this.
That's the sound of the police.
And guys, make sure that you sub to my second channel, please. That's 50304, guys. Right? That's Body Cam Reactions. Yeah, I'm trying to grow that channel. I'm trying to hit 3,000 subs over here. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop the link to that. 1 second. And guys, thanks to It's Complicated, man. If you guys haven't watched his channel, I mean, dude is one of the OGs, man. But here, hold on. It's Complicated. Actually, here, let me show you. Let me drop the link to my channel first. Guys, make sure that you're part of 50304s, man. You guys, make sure that you're a member, guys. Hit the membership button. Appreciate that, you know. Here you go. Walk. This is for you. Here you go. See? Yeah. So
okay.
They were really, really, really good friends because Kevin Samuels, once he started blowing up, he got to know It's Complicated, and then he would actually like run some of his questions by him too. So like they're actually good friends. You can see the MTRs there, and then when he passed away, It's Complicated did a memorial to him too because they were really good friends. So,
okay, cool.
Yeah, he has a couple other people on here too, but I think he had Pearly Things. He had Sneeko. He had a couple others on there. So, but let's see. Oh, I'm doing here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's do the beat up first. All right.
Oh yeah, we need to see.
Let's do this. Let's break up the race card, guys. Let's do that because we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Yes.
That is a lie. Unless he has proof, legitimate proof.
Okay.
That is a lie. I would never endanger my children.
And I'm not saying you wouldn't.
He did. I will see you in court because that is not the truth. Shame on you. How dare you say I would try to hurt my children?
On August 27th, 2022, officers responded to a parking lot following a report of a woman driving with the backseat door open while her...
What? She's driving in a car in the back doors open?
It gets better.
What?
Two children were inside.
How you doing, man? I'm David Chevrolet.
Highway with the door open.
The door came open, and we did not do it on purpose. That's why I pulled over in the
But the amount of time that the door was open.
Was this the door that came open?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at Nug in the freaking back of the car. I mean, the driver's passenger seat.
Just hang tight for 1 second, man. You can, if you need to correct this, you can.
Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, the door swung open, and that's why I pulled over in this parking lot to close the door. I would never endanger my children. How dare you disrespect me in front of my children?
So we got to call that the van was traveling.
Back
southbound. And that the door was wide open and people could see kids inside, so it comes off. You know what?
It was an
My kids are safe, sir.
Sir?
My kids are safe.
Yeah, you know those vans have
Is there,
push button
like something
closed
wrong
doors,
with
right?
that? You're good, man. Just take that. You can point it
You
out.
guys don't answer any questions. Do not.
Just have to sit in the car.
Yeah, he's hanging tight.
Just sit in the car and close the door, please. Yes, sir.
Did y'all say something was? Is there something wrong with the light?
Yes, it is. And that's why we're going to the auto shop to get it fixed right now.
Okay.
The door came open, and then I pulled over in this parking lot to close it. He's saying that the door was open a long time ago. So unless he has proof, legitimate proof, that is a lie.
So all they had to say is, yeah, the door was jacked up. I panicked. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make sure that I got over to a off ramp. That's it.
Yeah, so AJ, I just recently saw this video. If you pay close attention here in the next, I don't know, I think like minute or two of the video, Nug over here actually he proves that what she just said is a lie, because he says that, well, usually they got the door like roped up, you know, closed with a rope or something like that.
What?
So, yeah, so you know that this has been ongoing for a while. She's been cruising like that for a while.
Hey, Walk, here, dude. Check this out. Did I show you this? Did you see, Walk, have you seen the video that I did of the chick with no teeth on 51304?
No.
With the chick with no teeth. Hold on. Where is it? Where's this chick? She has no teeth, and she's trying to bite the guy. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. You guys remember I told you guys about this? Look at this chick.
Did I just hear you say that? Because a lot of times they
So she has no teeth, right?
She don't walk to
That.
Oh,
Do you see-
yes, I see this one. Yeah, I see this.
No, watch.
Yeah.
Stop! Don't try to bite me. You're not trying to bite me.
You're not
Try to bite him.
Dude, how sad is it that somebody got her pregnant? Somebody got her pregnant. And the whole thing is like they pulled her over. They weren't going to do anything to her. She parked in the handicap spot. They said, look, just go home. Just go home. Just go home. And she said, no, take me to jail. She said, no.
No. Oh man. Now, guys, look at this. Hold on, let me do this. Someone says,
I think I might even comment on that video.
Toothless Tisha. Look, someone says, she behaved like a toddler. I love your content, your videos, and jokes and commentary, but I did take offense at the teeth comment. There's no reason to go there when a lot of people, including me, are missing a couple of teeth in the front and can't afford to get them fixed, or are afraid of the dentist and working on it. So I don't think that making fun of someone missing a couple of teeth in the front or even a bunch of teeth is funny. It's a sensitive subject. Now what? She says, actually, I'm unsubbing over the repeated no teeth comment. That was a low blow that another subby jumped on the bandwagon. Not funny. Henry says an empty wagon rattles the loudest. Dude, get it. Good, leave. You guys know that this is the chick. It has to be, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, Colin, Walk, Giancarlo, we talk trash about everybody. We talk bad about small hats, blacks, Hispanics, illegals. We talk about everyone, right? And this knucklehead's gonna get mad that I'm talking about someone's teeth or lack thereof.
Yeah. Anybody can get it.
What a joke! What an absolute joke of all the crazy stuff that I say on this on both these channels. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Lenny's like, what would you do with that one? Yeah, facts. Yeah. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Right, guys? Come on.
That's why I pulled over in this parking lot.
Okay, you can be loud with him, but I'm talking to you nicely. Like I said, I'm figuring out what's going on. I just got here. Where did you say the door came open at?
coming down this road, coming right down this road. And then when it came open, I pulled over to close the
Well, this one takes a while. Hold on.
So what's it all about?
He told me to wipe off a button and clear our screen.
Okay.
And then he want to write me up.
Does she currently work here?
No,
Or?
she does not.
Oh my, no, I know she out there working.
Look at ghetto freaking trash Tammy over here. Look at this. Look at this chick, man. At Popeyes, they're firing her and she won't leave.
Here ain't nobody
Popeyes.
ever you have to do that.
Part of the day?
First it was
You just wanted to leave?
Then it was
She allowed to go back?
her name was Trish.
So how did we get from?
He picked it. First it was an old lady that worked here. Her name was Jill.
Uh-huh.
Then it was another girl who worked here. Her name was Trish.
Okay.
Then it was another dude who worked there. Her name was Pee-wee.
Shut up, guys.
Why can't you get off the phone? Why can't you get off the phone?
So much. Why? Hey, guys, I'm gonna do after hours tonight in the Discord. So, guys, we'll end the live in about 11 minutes, and then we will jump over to the Discord. So, guys, join the Discord and go to the after hours thread, guys. There's a topic that I want to talk about. So, let's see, invite. Then we drop the link to the Discord. Right here. And guys, Tuesday, we're going to talk about Men's Mental Health Month, guys. We're going to talk about mental health stuff, Guys, I am trying to be more prescriptive on the channel, you know what I'm saying? Because I am usually more descriptive. But, guys, I want to talk about more prescriptive things, and especially hearing from all you guys. So, for instance, Walk, I want to talk to you offline and then do like an interview with you about being in IT and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of guys that don't know. I say, Walk, the IT is at where lawyers and doctors were about 20, 30 years ago. Hear me out, right? You guys know how like everyone's like, oh snap, you're a doctor or a lawyer. But then what happened was everyone started watching Law and Order and thought that they're a junior attorney. So now it doesn't really mean much. Or everyone started watching Grey's Anatomy and thinks that they're a junior doctor. But what if the computers don't work? Everyone panics. You know what I'm saying? People don't know anything about computers. You know what I'm saying? And they don't realize that there's pathways that you can get into doing IT. So Walk, let me know, man. I'll talk to you offline. If you want to start out on a live stream and just kind of talk about being in IT and all of the others, don't be specific, but just talk about the different things you know about. You know what I'm saying? So
Then it was my sister Aubrey, and then it was me.
Nice. So how did we get from him asking you to do something, you getting upset, to now them claiming that you're making threats and we come
Then
here?
nobody threatened him.
You never threatened anybody or nothing?
No, didn't threaten him.
They said they terminated her today and she needs to leave the property and not come back.
I'll leave the property as soon as my dad get here.
Do you have a car here?
No.
Okay, well, we can step outside, though. You can go out this way or you can go out this way. Whichever your dad said was going to pick you up. We can go wait somewhere.
Don't know.
What's your name?
None of your business?
It is, okay.
He didn't have to call the police.
Okay, he did. What's your name?
No, he didn't. No, you don't. Now put your hands on me.
there it is.
You're making this a much bigger deal than
Let me go. Let me go.
Settle down. Don't.
Let me go, and I will go outside and wait for my dad. No, let me go.
I need your ID.
Okay,
Hey, now you're going to jail. Now you're going to stop him. Stop. Stop. And it won't hurt him.
Freak the fuck out. Let me go, bro. Bro,
Under arrest.
let me go. Oh my fucking God.
Got it. I don't think that was necessary to you.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well.
Can you let me go? You're hurting.
No. Just relax. They get the handcuffs on you, then that's it. Then we're going to let go. Relax.
I need my phone.
We'll get your stuff.
I need to call my dad.
Okay, well.
Can you stop? You're hurting my damn arm.
Please let go of your bag. Thank you. I'll get your phone.
Bro, this one is too tight.
Stop. We can't do anything while you're still fighting us.
Oh my God.
And we are not going to let you go. You are under arrest.
Can you guys untie it?
It's actually loose, though.
No, this one is not.
Okay, stop pulling on it, and it's not going to be so
Can
tight.
I get my phone?
I'll get your phone.
No, I need to call my dad.
Okay, you want to call your dad,
No, I need
and if
to
he's
call my
already
dad.
on the way, we'll explain it when he gets here.
No, please.
Okay.
I found it.
We'll get it.
I'm gonna get your phone again.
Oh my God, bro.
Yes.
Let me go. 1152.
I hate how they do that
in your
little.
pockets at all?
It's just on like the last.
Is your ID in your bag, ma'am?
No, I don't have it on me.
Okay.
Where is this? Let's see. Love's
Love
Park.
Park.
Where's that? Love's
I bet that's probably Chicago
Illinois.
somewhere.
Yeah, Illinois.
Yep.
Yeah. Ohio.
Illinois.
And report turned into this. Is your ID in your bag, ma'am?
No, I don't have it on me.
Okay.
Have a seat. We're going to get some information from you.
Oh, I don't need to sit down.
You have to sit.
Look at that gut just hanging.
How's that option? You're going to go sit down. Take a minute.
I can't sit down. He
You
does
have
this
to.
with everybody. That's what y'all don't understand.
We will get it figured out. But right here, you need to sit down. You are under arrest. Don't make me drag you into the car.
Dorian, what's up, dude? Dude, Popeyes is good, man. I have to say, as far as fried chicken goes, I think Popeyes is the best.
Oh, Popeye spicy.
Yeah. Popeyes spicy chicken is the best. And then I think it goes Popeyes, Bojangles, Churches, and then KFC's last. I mean, KFC, no, guys, they have Bush's chicken in Texas. That's actually by the Bush family, meaning like George Bush. It's disgusting. Don't eat it.
Really? I don't had it on chicken spot.
Well, actually, guys, Publix has really good fried chicken.
Yeah. Publix does. They really do.
You know what? I would say it goes Popeyes, Bojangles, Publix, KFC. No. Popeyes, Bojangles, Publix, Churches, KFC. There you go. In that order. So. Oh, and then Royal Farms is actually above KFC because Royal Farms is good chicken for a gas station.
The father is on his way and will show up any minute to add more chaos to this situation.
Uh-oh, look at this moron.
Oh yeah, he's gonna come over here and throw his weight around.
Look at this. Look at how
I'm telling you right now.
I'll tell you what.
Tell you what, buddy.
Oh my God.
What is your last name?
I'm not telling you guys nothing until my day here.
How old are you? How old are you? So we can just take you down to the jail, and then if they find out you're a juvenile, then we take you all the way to juvenile.
Not a juvenile.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, what's your last name? Okay, then we'll just take you down to the jail. They'll fingerprint you, and you will stay in jail until you give your name or your fingerprints come back in a few days. Why are you being so difficult with us?
Because you guys are being difficult with me. You guys even want to hear my side of the story.
First of all, this is your side of the story. My officer asked you, and then all they wanted you to do was leave and not come back. You did not want to get up and leave. This is a business. They have a right to have someone not on their property. There's other people in there eating and trying to order, and you're yelling. We just wanted you to.
Okay, but you guys don't know the half of Popeye.
You're right, I know.
And if you guys did, then you guys probably wouldn't be arresting me.
No, we're arresting you because you were pulling away and going.
No, I wasn't pulling away.
You 100% were, and we have it on video, so it's fine.
Okay.
And you have to give your name because there's a report that you're not allowed back here.
Okay. You guys didn't have no reason to put your hands on me. I freaked out the way I did. Put your hands on me. That's why.
Do you think if you would have got up and walked out like we asked you to, this would have been happening?
I didn't have to get up and walk out.
Yes, you do. They asked you to leave.
Okay, and I would have got up and walked out. You guys had to pressure me.
We literally said you have to leave and wait for you outside for your dad.
Okay.
What's your last name? First name?
Haley.
Dad was on his way.
Yep.
How long before you think he gets here?
I don't know. He was at work.
Okay.
Matthews,
She was. She just got terminated today. Now welcome back on the property.
I talked to the complainant. He doesn't want any, he just wants her banned from here. Nothing else. Have you ever been arrested before?
Like when I was like 12.
Oh, what was that for?
running away.
But since you've been an adult, never arrested for anything.
Well, let that one slide. And so criminal trespass and resisting? Yeah, the threat was, I'm going to call my dad and he's going to come here and take care of me. That's still like the threat was made. So he doesn't want anything pursued on that. He wants a ban. I didn't get into the criminal trespassing component of it because normally it's okay, you need to leave. And
He told her to leave, but then she didn't, and then she got up to leave.
Who's this doof? Look at this guy. This guy's just got a badge so I can be buried ass. You know what I mean? What a goof, man. There's one of this B-dub who's asleep at the in the Taco Bell parking lot that I was gonna show you guys. But all right, guys, we're at the 3-hour mark. So yeah, guys, I'll shut this down. Hold on. Where was that one? Here we go. Guys, this is why you don't mess with cops in Kentucky. All right, here we go.
All right, Mr. Blue, step back for me real quick.
I ain't got to get out of the vehicle.
Yes, you do, because I got a probable cause to search vehicle now.
Why?
Because he said there's a roach.
Why?
So
Why?
you step out of the car, I'm at the forcibly remove you from the car. And if you don't comply, you will be placed under arrest for disorderly conduct and obstructing governmental operations. So step out of the vehicle now. Don't reach around inside the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. Now, you want to go to jail? Keep it up.
I'm not scared of jail.
Here. Well, okay. Well,
Obviously not.
All right. Hey, don't reach for anything. Do you understand that?
I don't.
Drop what you got in your hands.
No, I'm videotaping this shit.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground. You're under arrest.
You missed. I'll play my drum for him. All you gotta do is just comply, guys, and sue them later. But instead, man, this guy had to ride the lightning, dude. Look at this guy.
Get on the ground. You're gonna get it again. Get on the ground. I'm on the ground. You're gonna get it again. Lay on your belly.
I'm on the ground.
Lay on your belly. Lay on your belly. Put your hands behind your back.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Let's go.
He must only have one prong in him good.
Behind your back. Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, man. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm running out of Christmas songs. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
He's gonna pepper swim too.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
You know what, guys? All in all, so this guy is lucky. Because this was the 80s, this cop would have just started stomping him. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Yeah.
Guys, tasers and pepper spray have saved more lives. Because they used to just give you an ass whooping. What were you saying?
Yeah, no, I'm saying you're right. Yeah, back in the 80s, they had the batons in the ass. So they just beat the shit out of you.
Yep, that's true.
Put your hands behind your back. Yes, you can. Put them behind your back.
Man?
Put your hand behind your back.
What the fuck is your deal, man?
Put your hand behind your back.
They are.
Dude, you're going to get lit up again.
They are behind my back.
All the way behind your back.
Okay.
All the way.
Hands up.
Don't move.
What the fuck is your problem?
Don't move.
I'm not moving.
Don't you move, bub.
I'm not. What the fuck, man? I didn't do nothing.
You're under arrest. I've already told you that once.
I didn't do nothing.
511 E-Town.
Now, this is what I mean, guys. Guys, if this is not about race, it's about class. Now, guys, this guy is probably guilty of whatever. He probably had warrants. Because if there's no blacks or Hispanics around, these cops go to the trailer park and mess up Cletus. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cletus' ass. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the poorest, most vulnerable people are that they could take it and mess with without fear being sued. You know what I'm saying? Guys, that's why I'm telling you, this whole George Floyd fool. Guys, there are plenty of rednecks who got stomped into the ground, had knees on their neck too, and no one ever marched for them. You know what I'm saying? So.
The fuck? Oh my god, that hurts so bad. Oh.
65 now. I got one detained and one on the back.
The fuck, man? I didn't do nothing.
905, start for 6119 Raineyville Road to 511's location.
Damn.
Yeah, pouring out.
But all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this bad boy down, guys. I will be in the Discord. So, all right, you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Goodbye, brother.